it into my normal setup behind Zach's head.
There it goes. Now it'll
That's
probably
what I'm
work.
looking at.
That's going to be really crazy because the whole stream just like didn't have any
I mean,
audio as far as
I
our
can just
voice.
see the back of your head through David's camera.
Oh, you got a triple
Oh,
monitor
never mind.
set up with 2 monitors vertical like that in portrait mode? Nice.
Yeah.
Streamer mode, exactly.
There you go. Look
Streamer
at these
slash
guys on the couch.
dev work.
That's pretty cool. All right. Well, I'm going to redo my intro now because we have audio.
That's
Welcome.
a good thing to have.
Right? I know, for real. Can you imagine if we did the whole session like that? I would have been crushed. Welcome back to the Realm of Ravengard. After a week off, we are all able to reconvene on this lovely campaign. I'm gonna have a little recap, and then also a written intro.
Your new,
But this is,
by the way, Albie, your new stream looks great. By the way, your camera and everything, your lighting,
thank you.
model status.
appreciate
You got a ring light.
No, it's just a couple of bogus lamps.
Impressed.
I'm actually excited for you guys because if you guys can't tell, which you can't tell because they all look like they're in different squares on the stream, Austin, Zach, and David are all in the same building at this time. Look.
Oh, my
God.
god.
Wow.
It's like we're almost all in person. We'll get there soon.
They're having a slumber party without
third.
us.
You guys, I'm jealous. Super jelly right now. The most jelly. Green jelly. I mean, a flight down there is only 2 hours. It's not that far.
15 degrees.
Yeah. It's really hot, though.
It's gonna happen this
is
year.
the worst time. It is summertime, and they're in
Yo.
Arizona.
Always welcome.
Man,
Gotta make it happen.
I lived there. I know what it's like. It was hot. Like the devil's at. Okay. Anyway, so shit, man, it's good to see you all. I've greatly missed playing a D&D, or in this case, being a DM for you all. So I'm glad to see all your faces. I guess except Kyle, which we can look at a drawing of him. Let's just all look at that. Just look at the drawing.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, cool. So, without further
That was
ado,
fun.
should we do I'll give you guys a little recap here and then written intro. Yeah? No? All right, because you know what? If I do it in the opposite way, it would be very bizarre. All right. And previously on Ravengard, the Red Hand had to pass through Westfort and stop for supplies, as half the cargo on their stolen ship was empty. After coming up with personas of traveling merchants, the group headed into Westfort for supplies. Upon arrival, Dock Warden Dutch greeted you, knowing your ship was one of the Empire's, but he didn't seem to care. Instead, he mentioned how the fort was poorly run, and that he would do a much better job if he was in charge. Everything was going fine until Spine tried to steal a few overpriced health potions. After getting caught, Spine was taken to the dungeon under Westfort, and one of the healing potions was able to be recovered by Deacon. After a short time, the group went to the prison warden to negotiate Spine's release. After paying the bail, and with papers in hand, Red and Camarian went to speak to the Lord Commander Reinhardt to have their papers signed to finalize the release of their friend. During the discussion, an urgent message came by horseback into the fort and onto Reinhardt's desk. Red and Camarian had kept the conversation on topic and saying that they needed to just free their friend and be on their way, hoping Reinhardt would not read the note. And after signing the papers, they did just that. They went to get Spine from the dungeons, and on the way back, the note had been read. In this note, it mentioned of a group of criminals who had just stolen a ship in the nearby port town of Semkari, and they would be passing through any time. The guards tried to arrest you, but with some clever moves and quite a bit of fire, you were able to escape, getting back to your ship, the Devil's Fortune, and off beyond Westfort, into the Sea of Artheon. With some horses, I think. 4? Were there 4 horses? How many horses did you guys ride up onto? I think it was 4 horses.
Honestly, I forget.
Enough for there to be 2
2 riders on each. Yeah.
Oh, so I think I shared with Fritzia.
Oh, it's 2 horses. 2 horses? No, because there was
Oh, so we
more
all had
than.
enough to share on each.
Yeah, well, those horses are gonna need to be fed, so that might be a problem. You might want to. Well, anyway.
No, we're not. I don't think we need to feed them.
If they die, they
I think
die.
they just
Didn't
ate.
we?
Yeah. Let me do
Oh,
one.
oh, we can eat them.
I need to teach them how to make glue.
We don't need
so-
rations.
Or they need to teach me. One of the two.
It'll
I
help
don't know
for
which one's
fixing the
better.
boat. I'm pretty sure we loaded up on supplies before we did anything at the prison, so the boat should be fine.
You
It's
did?
just getting out is going to be the trouble.
Well, so you're already out.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I'm gonna fix something, David, because Oh no, actually, now you're in the right spot. Your framing was bizarre for some reason. Wherever you are right now, now you're okay. You were back in the middle. It was good. Now you're like out of frame. He's good. All right, we're fine. So, put this back. All right, let's get to the written intro. A knock at Lord Reinhardt's door within Westfort. Come in, Reinhardt replies. In walks a woman, black regalia, flanked by 4 ebon sentinels with gilded silver left arms. What is the meaning of this? Who are you? Reinhardt speaks up, seeing the woman enter his quarters. My name? Mistress Talira, the woman replied. Her black dress fitted to her figure as she saunters into the room. Well, Mistress Talira, what can I help you with? Make it quick. I have business to attend to, Reinhardt says. I'm sure you do. You see, a group of criminals passed through here a few days ago, Mistress Talira begins. Yeah, lots of people come through here, Reinhardt interrupts, caring little for the conversation already. Just anyone, Mr. Reinhardt, Talira replies. Mr.? You mean Lord Commander? You will speak to me with respect, Reinhardt interrupts again. Talira turns her head, looking away at the 2 chairs in Reinhardt's quarters. They sat right here, she continues. What? Reinhardt looks up confused. Yes, they were right here. They asked you to free a prisoner. No, 2 prisoners. Talira is still walking around the room, inspecting it, almost as if she's rewatching the events that previously transpired. The girl with red hair. Yeah, I remember, Reinhardt adds. Good. There was a messenger that arrived while you were conversing with them. The messenger told you to read it. It was urgent. It was my message. You let them get away. Wanted criminals of the Empire, mages, run wild with power. You let them just slip through. Reinhardt breaks a sweat. Well, I didn't know. This is preposterous. You can't come into my fort. And Reinhardt is interrupted as he suddenly stops speaking, clutching his neck, gasping for air as he stares. Mistress Talira. All he sees is her wicked smile as he falls to the ground dead from asphyxiation. Talira lets out a sigh. Well now, where is the next in line for this fort? Fetch them. A few moments later, Dock Warden Franklin Dutch arrives, enters the room. The body of Reinhardt lays there on the ground, below Mistress Talira. You wanted to see me? Dutch says nervously. You are now in charge of this fort. Do you have anything to provide us in our search for the criminals who passed through here a few days ago? Mistress Talira asks. Dutch looks at the body of his superior on the ground. He recalls the criminals who stole the Empire ship that had just passed through. Yeah, they said they were traveling merchants on their way to Silver Moon Harbor. I don't know if it was true, but I recall one of them saying that. Dutch replies. Well, you've already been more useful than your predecessor. Mistress Talira responds. Surveying the room, Talira finds a mirror sitting on Reinhardt's desk. Now, if you'll excuse me. The guards leave the room. Mistress Talira sits alone on Reinhardt's chair, pulls out 2 strands of red hair and a drawing. Out on the Sea of Artheon, the Red Hands sail out on the ship now known as the Devil's Fortune. Red calls the crew together. Well done, everyone. We made it through the hardest part of our journey. Out on the seas will be just another ship passing by. And thankfully, Empire ships are easy to spot. Our next stop, Silver Moon Harbor. But for now, let's enjoy our freedom. Bishop emerges from below deck with a healthy Geth and Jaeger, having cured them of their seasickness. Your friends are better now, Bishop announces. Geth and Jaeger, you somehow look in better shape than you were before. You gain 3 temporary hit points.
Wait,
For missing session?
wait, they get
Oh,
2
damn.
points for missing the session. I'm gonna start skipping sessions.
Apparently that's how this works.
No?
Yeah, come on.
But
keep
you
up
lose
the
rely
out
on
on
me to
that
be
sweet,
consistent.
sweet XP.
Yeah, they do miss out on XP. Instead, they get 3 temp HP.
Oh, that's true.
Please, I can
That's
do.
true. Forgot about that.
They got that well-rested perk.
Yeah. Bishop walks over to Red afterwards. I think the crew you found here is good. I worry about their pasts. Red looks back at Bishop, puts a hand on his shoulder. Worry not, old friend. When we're done, their pasts won't matter. The day is cloudy and overcast. Looks like a storm is coming in on the horizon. And the air is humid. What are you all doing on the ship?
Deacon's at the helm.
I'm throwing up over the side.
You're cured of the
Still
seasickness.
sick.
You're not sick anymore.
I'm still throwing up. Something got stuck in my throat. I'm shoving my finger down my throat over the edge of the boat,
gross.
throwing up.
That doesn't
Awful.
sound fun.
But for real, you have to be doing something to contribute to the boat because
I
you know,
just
they're-
look
you're the
back at
crew.
everybody. I give everyone a thumbs up, and then I keep throwing up.
Nice.
Hold
So
it there.
Deacon, you're at the helm,
I like to
You're gonna be
be
steering the ship.
on the top of the mast, doing a
Okay.
lookout kind of a thing.
Spine up at the on the crow's nest. Okay. So you're gonna be you'll do a perception check. I want
Yeah, Deacon's
Austin,
gonna be
you're-
looking out.
Yeah, Deacon
Want me
is.
to do that now?
I have
You will
a-
do these in a moment because I'm gonna. Yeah, because you're operating the ship. So Deacon, you're gonna be steering it. So that's whatever the it's the,
Something with my background.
yeah.
You
You
mentioned
have
like
to, I forget what check it is.
and have something else.
If-
bonus. Like advantage or something.
Does Red have like the telescope thing,
I think someone
right? Like
no.
some kind of a lens.
I don't know.
Because
if-
then, if
spyglass.
I was using that, would I get like advantage to my roll for
I don't
perception?
think I don't think you guys have one of those. So I think you're just using your eyes. Thankfully,
Okay,
it's
never-
overcast,
okay,
so
then I
your
just
perception
roll.
checks aren't at disadvantage because you're a drow.
My glasses also like 5,000 gold
Nice.
pieces or something stupid. Like they're super expensive.
Potentially.
Oh, bad, you know.
All right, Deacon.
Yeah,
so
now that I think
for-
about it, having the drow to be the lookout on a boat is kind of dumb.
I mean, it's funny.
I'm going to be on the
but
very
yeah.
sunniest possible spot.
What about everyone else?
Should
So
work
what
under the
part
deck
of
next time.
of the ship are you
Do I need to roll
operating?
anything?
Yeah, you will. Whatever the check is, I forget what it is for the vehicle. The vehicle check.
I'll have to pull it up. I think it's. I want to say it's also perception, but let me look.
All right. What about you, Gaius?
Guy doesn't know a whole lot about boats, at least none that are this big. He's used to more fishing vessels. He's ready to pull ropes or move wood or whatever kind of euphemism you would like to use that relates to sailing that Deacon tells him to do that requires heavy lifting. So pulling up sails or pulling an anchor or breaking
Operating,
something needs to
okay.
be broken
So
or pushing
athletic.
something that needs to be pushed.
Athletics.
Oh boy, I'm good at that.
That's what I would do.
That'll be a 10.
Okay.
Still getting used to the whole moving really sideways thing.
Deacon, I think the check is I'm gonna make it survival or perception.
Are you? Is that for steering the boat?
Yeah.
It's mine shows vehicle for water is dexterity. I don't
it's
know
a
why.
Dexterity. Interesting.
Yeah,
I would take,
but it
I would
shows
take-
dexterity for me.
Okay, do Dex. Do Dex.
And if you're
Yeah, makes sense. I'm into that.
does someone need to know where we're going?
That's what your navigator's doing. Whoever that is. Natural 20. Look at this guy.
Oh damn.
I want to roll real
He's
dice.
really
Rolls a
good.
fucking natural 20.
he's really honing in on driving this fucking boat right now. Well, I mean, he's just like stoked to be there again because this is like what he did for his entire life. So he's just
Is the hat on?
so
The hat's on.
content, so zoned in, just
With the hat
enjoying
on.
it.
Oh, hats off.
Yep,
Tricorn?
with the hat on, always. The hat's on when he's driving or doing anything
I love it.
that involves charisma check.
Who's navigating the boat? Is that Cam or is that
Who's
Gav?
smart?
I think I'm the navigator.
Do it. After you throw up, you're like, wait!
It's usually the quartermaster, which is a wisdom survival check.
I have navigator's tools as intelligence for the attribute, so I was just gonna roll that.
I'm sorry, at the rules for the ship stuff, it says navigate quartermaster only. The quartermaster can try to prevent the group from becoming lost, making a wisdom survival check, and the DM calls for it.
A wisdom or survival?
No, wisdom is survival. Survival check. You just make a survival check.
Oh well, I'm definitely not. I have a 0 in
Yikes.
that, so here we go.
Okay. What about Jaeger? What about
There's also the noticing threats one.
Fritzia?
The
What about
perception.
Cam?
So I was thinking of being an advanced scout, like going into a crow form and flying ahead, see if I can see any ships or anything, and then
Only about 100 feet that you can stay connected to it. So you can only really
100
scout
foot
it
up?
ahead 100 feet, which isn't that far.
aren't we also in the overcast though, so we can't see that far anyway. So even 100
Well,
feet.
that's a good point. I mean, but you have 100 feet of vision, at least, I would say.
Well, I'm otherwise also in a. No, I'm familiar with boats, I guess, but I don't know what else I can do. Just heavy
Cool.
lifting. Again,
Operate the sails.
yeah.
Okay. What about you, Cam?
Cam's actually going around raising morale. Like you said,
He's quiet. Anyone else think he's quiet?
Yes.
quiet.
Yeah, you sound like we're in your pocket.
And now you're muted. Oh,
Weird.
Is that better? Is that better?
Yeah.
There you go.
yes.
I guess it was still using the AirPod that was in the AirPod case. It's weird.
Weird.
Speak loudly.
Okay, well,
So yeah, Cam is actually going around and raising morale. A few of you, like you said, you're new to a larger ship, so maybe I could be of service there. So I'm kind of teaching you different ways and how the ropes work, how the sails work. I'm also kind of whispering in the captain's ear, like letting him know how the ship is doing and making sure that things are happening the way they should be while he's steering at the helm. And at the same time, I'm going around and I'm humming a song, and you can hear him mumbling, and he almost sounds like just nonsense, but he's actually trying to come up with this red hand, like shanty. So you hear him on the red hand, and it sounds like he's going crazy, but you can hear him like with the song in his head, trying to figure it out, but also going around making sure everybody's okay. So I think it's a persuasion check.
I'm gonna say it's a performance check.
I'll also put the ship rules in the Discord chat if anyone wants them.
Cool.
Yeah, the ship rules say persuasion or intimidation.
Okay, do persuasion then, and then I will also probably have you make something else. We'll see. Yikes. All right, well, he's trying. You get to Bishop, and he's like, what song is that, friend? Says you humming something.
Yeah, I've got this thing stuck in my head, and I feel like I've heard it before, but at the same time, I think I'm making it up.
Make a performance check with advantage. Cam. Yeah, are you doing? You didn't have his character sheet. You can tell the character sheet's up now because his face illuminated with the character sheet. Nice, with advantage 23. So Bishop kind of like he like pulls like he has a little hand drum and he starts playing it, and he kind of like starts whistling along with you, trying to like help you kind of figure out the tune, and he grants you bardic inspiration.
Is that a D8?
It is. He's like, I like it. Sounds good. Keep working on it.
Once everyone does their checks, yeah, Deacon wants to see what Bishop is up to and talk to him.
Wait, what did you say? You want to do what?
I said once everyone does their checks and stuff.
Yeah. So, Britzia, you cooking some food? Oh, Britzia. So Red comes by to you. She's like doing her rounds. And she comes over and she like gets down on one knee to get eye level with you, and she says, I don't think I ever actually thanked you properly. So, you've kind of kept these people alive, and me, with your healing punches. And she says to you, thanks. And she pulls from her pocket a set of tools. It's utensils that they're like surgeon's tools. So she's like, I don't know, figured you might add these to your kit, and it's just kind of like a few things that you're missing from your medicine kit, and what that does is it grants you an additional use on your medicine kit.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's like, well,
No, you're-
keep looking out.
Oh, I haven't muted.
Anyone hungry?
Hold on. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh. Okay. I am below deck, milking the horses.
Are they male horses?
It's how you make glue. The horses love making glue.
Okay.
Interesting.
My
This
question
shit
still
is
stands.
strong. I can't unstick my fingers right now. I'm hoping that's not permanent. I don't think it
know what
is.
she's milking.
Just take a scalpel and just.
Maybe these new tools. Hold on.
That's a good tool.
No. Still stuck. Be careful around the horse glue. There are in barrels marked horse glue, but one of the barrels says rum, but it's not rum. So check before you drink it.
You want to just cross out the R and just put just a big old.
Yeah, big old C, dude.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea. Thank
That's
you.
a wrap. I think that's the session. This has been fun, guys.
And roll credits.
That's what
Killed the DM
I'm
with
gonna do it
laughter.
later. I'm gonna do it later. Somebody remind me.
Oh,
You never clarified if they were a male, but they are now,
What do
I
I roll
guess.
for that?
They're definitely male. Performance check.
performance.
Oh. Not
Dex?
just straight dexterity.
I mean, it requires a little bit of
Animal
both.
handling.
I think it's animal handling.
No,
Oh my
that's
God.
animal handling.
It's animal.
Yes.
Make an animal handling check.
Can we
Don't get a natural
do
20.
animal
Whatever you do,
mage
Don't get a
handling?
natural 20. Okay, good. He rolled a 5. Oh, it's everywhere. Oh my god.
I'm new at this.
Yeah.
Oh, is that
It's everywhere.
In your hair.
No.
Something about hairy.
do I recover?
Okay.
That's funny. I don't care who you are. All right, so that's just Rich. Spine, you're looking out on the horizon. You see the storm coming in. You hear crazy sounds coming from below deck. Something's going on with those horses. You're not sure what it was though. It's kind of hard to tell from how all up at the top of the crow's nest. But you do see a storm coming in. The waves start to get real cutty. Deacon, you notice the storm coming in on the horizon as Spine points it out to you, and it does look like a thunderstorm. See lightning strikes in the distance.
Guess we probably should raise the sails.
What
Yeah.
sails? Which
Will we
colors
raise
are we
sails?
raising?
I come
the
down
rope.
from the crow's nest too.
So I want Jaeger to make an
I have
athletics
never done.
check. I think. Did you already make the athletics check, guys? You did at a 10. So Jaeger make one.
I made one earlier.
Yeah. So I want Jaeger to make one. Okay.
Ooh,
I don't know why
nice.
you rolled with advantage, but I'll take the 11. Good. You still did well. So you're holding on, holding the ropes, heeding the course. But Deacon, you look at that storm, and Red looks aside. She's with you at the helm, and she's like, that doesn't look good.
I actually connect with Deacon in his mind, and I ask him, "Do you want to go around the storm or through it?"
Can't hear him. He's talking.
Yeah, you're
I was pressing the wrong
Yeah.
command key. Sorry. Can I see with the storm? Like, is it the whole entire front side of the ship right now, or is it like, is it possible to go around?
So you're sailing south. Let me think about how this is. So port side is where the land
You
is.
want to throw up the map?
Yeah, why not? Let's switch you over to the map. Oh, wrong computer. Super nerd. How many computers am I using?
I mean, we can see it behind you, but it's kind of far away.
Ta-da! All right. So you guys are way over here. Oh,
Everybody clouds.
you're over here.
I found some storm tactics for ships, so
Oh, we're way up there.
on Google.
Yeah, let me move
We
this.
just
over
we
here.
just crested, and now we're in the open ocean.
Exactly. Out here.
Where are we going? Are we going
Going south.
south?
Well, Silver Moon Harbor,
Way
that's the plan.
south.
It's the next logical stop based
And
on
Yeah,
how
yeah.
much
Yeah.
food and such.
All the way
That's
to the
right. We
bottom
just
next
got
to
out
the
of
harbor.
Westport.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, that's all good. Yeah,
So,
I mean,
um,
if
make
it's
some nice
avoidable, we
progress.
should always avoid the storms and
Storm
never
is
go through them.
mostly on
Pilot.
it's mostly on the coast, not coast side, but starboard side. So like off into the water. It looks like it's coming in though. You know what I mean?
So we either
should
gotta
get
squeeze
closer to
past
the
it and
coast.
go, gotta trace the land.
Yeah, does there appear to be a place where we can dock on land or even anchor?
Kind of hard to tell. You've probably
No, we can
sailed
get closer
around
to
here
the
before.
land and find out.
Make a,
Next
I guess,
time.
nature check. It's kind of hard. You're off in the distance. There's a
Looks
lot of
like
water
a
around you,
whole
so it's
lot
really
of
hard to
towns.
tell. Because you can't. I mean, you could see the coastline, but just barely. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it would take us probably a long time to get before we went to. it appears we're just gonna sail
We
through
either
it.
gotta rush through or
Well,
Try to-
even
try to
if
go
you're on the
around
coast
back, but that's
side,
probably even longer.
it's always going to be better near the coast than not for us. If bullshit really happens and worst case scenario, we at least know where land is.
We could full sail toward the shore and try to
Yeah,
basically
and then just
get
keep heading
as
south.
close as we can before the storm hits. Then once we get
Mhm.
towards an area where we can't outrun it, where we're close enough to the land, we
Right.
can drop anchor. Or it says there's a sea anchor. Usually, it says you'd sail under the storm jib and deeply reefed mainsail or storm trysail. So whatever the hell that means, I'm sure Deacon would know.
I like that. I'm sure my character would know what that means. I don't.
Would know. Me as
I'm
Austin,
just
He
thinking,
would.
I don't know
sail
anything
formats?
about
I don't know. I'm not a
sailing.
sailor.
Yeah.
I'm a land pirate. So we
And he turns
Basically.
the stern towards the waves.
So what happens? So, Red's basically pointing out. She's like, that doesn't look good. It's gonna get cutty. She basically, deducts two options, which are similar to what you're saying. She's like, either we keep heading, south and try to outrun it and hope that it dies off, and if we can get far enough out. She said, if we go inland, in towards the coast, we have the issue of perhaps being spotted or encountering other ships. She's like, that might actually be more dangerous. But out in the open waters is, we might be fine. It just depends on how hard the storm hits. So she's like, we can either outrun it or risk, running into other ships.
Well, we don't know if there's other ships around, but we know there's a storm.
It's a trade route, so you can assume that.
And sure, but I think avoiding the problem we see is better than trying to avoid a potential problem that doesn't exist yet.
And like I said, it's
And
mostly
even if someone
off
else
to the
sees us,
west.
we have multiple sails. Right.
It's mostly off to the west. So
But
you
like
could
we can still head south, but we don't need to. We can head towards the coast and head south.
And if we get too close
Right?
to the shore,
Because I mean, if you look at the map,
get washed into shore. Like we can get blown up onto the shore and get damaged that way.
beached.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So stay some miles off, but keep it inside, and then just do our best. to keep
right?
Going south.
I mean, we just want to
We know it-
Yeah, I think
visual
that
contact.
is
with
the
the shore.
White
Outrun.
sails. Merchant sails.
Yeah.
I mean, if there is a storm, it's pretty good cover.
Go full sail as far as we possibly can, and let's try to outrun as far as we can. And then once either the waves start breaking hard and potentially could cause us damage, then we'll bring them up, reef them. What this says, we'll deeply reefed mainsail.
So you guys are sailing now for
Control.
most of the day. Like obviously, this is already days out of Westfort, right? It's not like it was just right after that. So like you've been sailing for days. So you're coming down the coastline and you see the storm off in the horizon, and it looks like it's coming in. I want all of you to make survival checks.
Well, you've been staying at the helm for this whole thing.
Yeah.
Tying that thing you can do with the ropes. So you tie the rope to it so you can keep it like.
Nice,
I
good
see
rolls.
people in movies do it.
I see people moving.
Hell, good
My character
rolls.
knows how to do
You
that.
know what I'm talking about? Where they have like ropes and they tie them to the main wheel, and like
Yeah.
make it less likely just to spin out and keep it steady.
You anchoring it basically. You're tying it up. The survival checks are great. Did everyone roll? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Yeah. Okay. So each of you are fine. You're manning the sails. You're the whole team, the whole crew is working well together, and you guys are able to continue navigating down the coastline. You're still steering clear of the storm. It's not. You're still beating it right now. So it's pretty good. You're making pretty good time. The wind is on your side. And speaking of, wow. Okay, the wind continues. You guys gain more speed throughout the day. It looks like you might even
Hell
beat out
yeah.
the storm. The
Does anyone have any control water or like one of those spells that kind of can help us shove forward.
Yeah,
Thought Bishop did.
Bishop does. So I guess at this
Super
point,
also, yeah.
Red kind of picks up on you. You said you wanted to talk to Bishop, so I guess Bishop is up there with you. And you mentioned that, and he just, kind of summons up one of his spells, and a gust of wind goes into the back of the sails, pushes you guys further. Wow. And the wind continues with you, so you guys get like a straight up nitro boost. Beat out the storm.
Oh yeah.
The sun,
Nice.
the sun starts to set over the water. You guys sail through that day, no problem. Beyond the storm, make good time. As evening comes to
Deacon, as we pass the the storm out loud, Camarian says, just shouts, exclaims in excitement, the Devil's Fortune, the fastest ship the Sea of Atheon's ever seen.
Artheon, I think it's Artheon. Yeah, still tight, awesome, love it.
If we clear through, yeah, let's bust the ale out too.
Yeah, so it's getting to be towards nighttime. You guys are gonna want to probably rest. Ale is busted out. You guys start drinking, having a good time. Anyone want to? I mean, this is your opportunity to roleplay. You're around the campfire, so to speak, even though you're on a boat. Oh, look at the pub.
So I'm
look at the puppy
pull
dog.
Jaeger aside, and I'm gonna say, Jaeger, I haven't mentioned this, I don't think, but the other day when you were preoccupied with your familiar, I tried to communicate with you telepathically, and I spoke to something, and I'd like to speak to it again.
I like how
I
when you
see.
finished that sentence, the cat moved. It's like, "Meow."
I see. Well, you must have been speaking with the Great One. I was not aware of this. But as long as I don't appear to be in peril when you do this, proceed at your own risk.
I was wondering if you would voluntarily enter your friend again, so that I could speak with it again.
I see no reason why I can't.
Is there anything that you'd want me to ask it, or what's your relationship with this great old one?
That is between me and the Great One. You may have your own relationship with him if he deems you worthy.
Well, I appreciate it. Next time you're ready, whenever you're ready, I'd love to give it a shot.
Very well. Do you want to do that now?
Albie?
You guys are playing the game, not me.
Yeah, go ahead, if you wouldn't mind.
All right, I'm gonna just go into my imp or actually no, I'll go into a crow form and just kind of fly around a little bit, enjoy the wind.
So you,
Nimbus chases him.
yeah, right away.
Sees-
So this
sees
is
a
how
crow
this is
flying
how it's
around,
gonna work.
flying
So
around.
Jaeger, you take you walk over to some of the sail, and you just like rip a little piece off, just a little piece of the sail. You take it in, put it into your hand, and crush it. And when you open your hands, a raven or a crow flies out. It'd be a crow, I guess, in this case, and it just starts flying around. And then you promptly just sit down on the deck, somewhere safe, I suppose. You're on the top deck, just kind of kicking it there. Okay. Sit down and
I chose a flying animal because it helps me not get seasick on the boat.
Sure. That's cool. It takes some time to you like sit there in meditation for a little bit, and like Cam, you're kind of like, now, nope, oh no, he's still there. Now, no, okay. And then like all of a sudden, Jaeger's eyes just roll into the back of his head. And Jaeger, you're flying around in a mad dash as something is chasing you. You look back and there's a cat with wings that's chasing you, and you're just freaking out. And as you're just all above the ship, and you're like, "Oh my god, this is terrifying!" Because that's what happens when a cat has wings: is it chases birds. It's fucked up.
As soon as his eyes roll back into his head, I enter his mind.
So, when you do this, you hear this, Cam, you hear this, it sounds like you're in a conch shell or something. And it's weird. It's like you're in...
You say it's weird, but I say, why does this feel so familiar? Why? I recognize your voice. This seems so familiar to me. When it comes to the power you said before, you said you had power. I want it.
So you just hear... You just hear voices like flying across. And it's like, you can almost feel them like they're in your head. And you hear this voice come in, and it's guttural and deep. It doesn't speak common, it's something else. And it's abstract. It's not speaking in sentences, coherent speech. It's ideas, visions. You have a strange sensation as if there's like this giant empty hole in your stomach. You feel empty, like you've never eaten before ever, and you become very hungry, and you start reaching for things that appear to you. It's hard to tell what it is at first, and then your brain concludes that it must be some sort of life source, some sort of form of a soul, and as you just start craving hunger, or craving the souls with hunger, you look down and you notice that there's in fact a hole in your stomach, like in your actual abdomen, and it's black on the inside, pure as black. You look into it, and it's like you're looking through yourself, and as you look through yourself, you see Jaeger there, just staring back at you. He's standing, just frozen.
I'm gonna say in deep speech. I say it in deep speech. I say, "Show me."
You see Jaeger hold up his hand, and it begins crackling with a beam of energy as you're shot out of his mind. You've thrown backward onto the boat, and you land there. Everyone else sees this happen, except Jaeger. You're in a bird flying around. And Cam, you're like, you feel like you've just been shot, like by an Eldritch Blast in this case. And you're like, it really hurts in your stomach, like really, really bad. Like you have a bizarre pain, and as you begin to like inspect yourself, and you look in your stomach, like in your abdomen, there's like an indentation. It's like a small point, like as almost like a hole through you, but you can't like see it. It's not an actual hole. It just, there's like a indentation in that exact spot.
Can I feel it?
Yeah, like you can kind of like.
Can I take it out?
No, it's like your body is caved in, like you were actually hit by it, and it has physically affected you. And you're really hungry for some reason, like really hungry.
I just lay on the ground and like try to understand what happened, and I'm just confused and in pain and really hungry. Yeah. So I'm just kind of on the ground moaning. I'm gonna slowly get up. Like, that was a fucking waste of time.
I assume I see this, and then I like I see that he is no longer in my mind, and I revert back to myself, and then I ask what happened, and
that's a good question. I wish I knew. I, you hit me with an Eldritch Blast. I think it was you.
oh, that was merely the Great One in a form that you would recognize, and as to not also terrify you for the rest of your days. What I believe this means is you're not yet worthy, but he sees potential in you. I will do what I can to train you in the ways of the Warlock, but this will take time,
Really?
and it won't be easy.
I've never had it easy, and I think I've got plenty of time. I mean, we're in the open ocean, aren't we?
So I'm sitting down next to Jaeger, and I'm digging through my vest of 100 tiny pockets, and I come out with a small ration, and I hand it to him, and I say, "Here, for your hunger." And then I just go back to digging in my pockets, looking to see what else I have in there.
To
'Cause it's been a
Camarian.
while.
To Camarian, yeah, for the hunger. Gotcha.
Yeah, I totally eat it, and then while I'm eating, I'm still talking to Jaeger, and I say, when you speak with him, I know you said this between you and him and it's personal, but do you understand the images, the visions, the words and sounds, or is it just innate to you? Do you just get it?
Yes, I do understand him. We have a deep understanding of what both of our needs are. And in time,
Well,
you will too.
consider me your pupil. Whatever I can do, I'm willing to learn.
Very well. We'll start immediately the next morning.
Below deck, there are some horses who need to be milked.
We've been over that.
Just had to return to it. All right. So you guys all go through the night.
Cast Mage Hand
for a little
cast
while.
Mage Hand, and like you can have it.
Say whatever you can, Mage hand it.
I've done a lot of milking for one day. Thank you.
You guys all get some rest. Deacon, you're steering the ship? How do you sleep? How does your situation work if you're steering the ship? Sail through the night?
I'd probably ask Red to take over at one point. Give her 8-hour rest or whatever. Yeah, I'll sail through the night, then I'll sleep when I get up, I guess.
So everyone's asleep on the ship. Pretty peaceful night. Pretty clear as it's been days now. The storm off in the horizon is long gone. At some point, Deacon, during the travel at night, you're almost a little tired. You kind of dozing off for a second. You're like, only a little bit more, keeping the boat on track. And you could swear that you see a ship on the horizon, like coming at you, like directly at you. And you blink your eyes a few times, a little bit closer. It's kind of hard to tell because it's just a shadow because it's night. But you can swear there's a ship, and it's heading straight for you.
Is anyone else up? Am I the only one that's awake right now? There has to be like a night
You're the only
crew.
one that's awake. And now this is like pretty far off in the distance, so like, you don't sense immediate danger, but like it just looks like it's coming directly for you. Do a perception check.
Yeah, I would say how many hours of the night has it been so far?
I would say it's probably about like 1 in the morning right now. 2 in the morning. They're about halfway through their long resting. Nice, 19 perception. Okay, so as the ship gets closer, it's still off quite a distance. You get a glint, like something shiny on it, like something's definitely reflective, and it's weird because it's nighttime. So you're like, what light is reflecting that? And with that high of a perception check, you feel like there are not many things in this world that can glow unless it's magical.
I will go down. I'll leave the helm. And you can leave the wheel as it is. I walk down, just yell for the crew. Says, "Everyone up!"
As everyone hears a loud... actually, I'm going to have everyone make a perception check first. Except you, Deacon.
Is it a
Yeah,
disadvantage
I
because
can
we're all
also do-
sleeping?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's
I
not.
can also do-
It's
I
not
can
a
also do
disadvantage.
stealth,
Just
by the way. In like the ship rules, it says you can do stealth. Only the captain can. It says the ship's captain can engage in this activity only if the weather conditions restrict visibility, such as a heavy fog. So that might not be the case, but make like a
So-
dexterity check.
A lot of you rolled really well on perception. You're all immediately
Yeah.
awakened. You're all immediately awakened when you hear Deacon's voice. Everybody up! And but like you're all whoa, like it almost your heart beats a little bit quickly as you're suddenly awakened. And
torches out.
Red is awake. Bishop and Bane.
I was already up. I don't sleep anyway. You know, being
So it's
a
fine. You just kind of
crown
come back down from the crow's nest at some point, or you were already down. You're just lurking around the ship, and then you're like, "What? What is it?" And, you know, like you do meditate for 4
Deacon
hours.
commands
but you've already
to kill
got the-
to
Yeah.
kill all the lights on the ship, all torches, all lamps off.
Kill all
Okay.
the lights.
So you kill the lights.
Oh, it's gonna be
Every-
like that
every
Tom
few-
Hanks movie, right? Yeah.
Every few moments, or maybe a minute or so, goes by, and kind of see that something glowing on that ship still. It's getting a little bit
Torpedo's
closer.
gonna fly right under us.
It's still like a pretty good distance away, a few hundred yards.
We got 2 people that critted perception. Can we tell what that is at all?
The perception was you hearing Deacon from asleep, so kind of a waste
Oh,
of a
okay,
crit,
never
but, you know,
mind.
whatever. Either way, so
Can I turn the wheel at least in a different direction where it's like, if I can tell it's coming toward me this way, can I like crank it a little bit
Yeah.
out?
okay. As you do so, the ship starts to move. Everybody is awakened now. You all are above deck at the top, right? Yes? No? Maybe
We're
so?
all woke.
Okay. Woke, exactly. Woke. Yikes. So the...
Can we see if our ship had harpoons?
What?
Can we see if our ship had harpoons?
Ballistas.
Mm.
Ballistas, do we have some of those?
Yeah, I mean, there are 2 on the front of the ship.
Yeah, we definitely
Okay,
should
that's
get people
where I
landing
go.
on them and loaded.
So, Deacon, as it gets a little bit closer, you pull the ship around, and the sails are busted. They're torn. So this ship is just it looks like it's drifting. From how far you are, it's hard to tell, but you don't think you see any movement on board. But again, every few moments, maybe a little bit of, you know, glimmer or glint from something on the deck.
Do I notice any kind of sigil or like flag like being flown above the ship?
No, because
I guess
it's
Only
all
under some
torn.
kind of flag.
It's all torn up. The sails look like it's hard to tell. It's nighttime, so you can't really tell, but because they're white, you can just tell they're at least a light colored sail. But they're torn and like shredded. I mean, it's crazy.
That's a fucking ghost ship. That's a ghost ship.
Kind of
Sounds like
what I'm
ghost ship.
thinking.
You mean like unidentified
I asked if you're like,
paranormal phenomenon ship?
Yeah, can
Or
we
do you wanna
see
figure
anyone
it out?
on the ship?
So it's still a few hundred yards out, and it's hard to make out details because it's dark. Even with dark vision at the distance, it's mostly gray. But the ship still seems to be drifting closer to you. The winds are helping it in this particular case.
Can we avoid it somehow? Like
Yeah, that's
speed
my
up
goal. I'm trying to
and get the
avoid
hell
it.
away from it?
Yeah, so Deacon's maneuvering the ship.
so-
I think.
Okay. We're still heading south. Is it like then behind us now?
No,
Trying to
it's
catch up, huh?
it's in front of you.
Oh
As
shit.
a person of
Oh, is it
science,
coming the other direction?
I want to get close enough where we can maybe keep trying to see things. Like
Yeah,
just
let's hear from the lady who just got horse glue all over her hands.
okay, that was like yesterday. We don't need to.
get drafted once.
It's gonna heal. So, as a person of science, I don't believe in ghosts. but I'd really sure as shit like to see one, and that's about as close to a ghost as I think we're ever going to get. We're boarding that ship. We're pirates. Getting on the ship.
I asked Red what you
Yes, what?
I asked Red, what do you think about this? Seen one of these ships before?
No? Just like... Looks like it might have been a merchant ship. The sails look white.
We should try to mount that other boat.
She says, do you see that? Looks like there's something on board.
What do you see?
And, well, she's like, I don't know. It looks like it's a little, something shining over there, but,
I like shiny.
also... And she's like, also...
What is she, a
said
cat?
it's coming
Yeah,
towards
right.
us.
She's like, we could always use some more supplies, I'd say.
So
Is that
I
ship
pull
on
out my
fire?
scope. I get a closer look, and I say, "We're pirates, aren't we?"
Okay, so make a wait, I don't know what you're doing. You're just saying it?
He's
I'm
doing a
Pirates, let's
performance.
go board this
Persuasion.
ship. What are we waiting?
Yeah, Deacon doesn't even respond. He just turns his wheel towards him,
All right.
towards the ship.
So you maneuver a little bit closer. It starts to come into view now. Definitely no movement on board.
Hmm.
Looks beat up. Like it might
Well-
have just been through a storm or a wreck. It's hard to tell.
What do pirates do again?
Take stuff.
Well,
People.
hang on. Is it? You said it's going the
Under.
opposite direction
Slowly.
of us, right? Just
Yeah, it's
kind of
like this.
slowly.
Yeah, well, so Deacon's
Well,
like
we gotta
maneuvering the
stop it
ship to like
somehow.
move out of the way.
No,
Yeah.
once Cam said we're pirates, aren't we? He reluctantly, but in like being kind of called a wuss
Oh,
in a way. Turn the wheel towards.
So
the
how about, do we have like grappling hooks? Because here's the thing: if we like kind of cross the other ship, we might be able to like hook into the other boat and mount. And
I think we
if
have
We
can't
gotta
purpose.
stop
That's
it.
a
We
great
gotta get
idea.
on there and throw the anchor.
I have an actual grappling hook if I need to. If someone needs one to get over. But yeah, I think we just shoot into the hole.
Yeah.
They just shoot the harpoons in the hole, and then we'll like tether the ships together so that we can board it properly.
On the
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
thing.
no.
Well,
Can we
you
tie
gotta
it?
Let's fuck this
slow
boat
it
up.
down and stop it.
Could we tie a rope onto a spear on the ballista? Because so the ballista
I have that.
ammo doesn't have ropes.
How much rope do you need?
If we get within 50
We've
feet,
got-
we should all
we've
have
got
enough.
plenty.
Or we tie those ropes together and do 100 feet.
We would only need 50 if we're going to board
We're
it.
getting close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone try? Can anyone try to at least
You're
tie
getting
a
closer.
rope to one?
You
stick?
notice that it doesn't have any wind in its sails because its sails are shredded. It's literally drifting. So you're actually moving faster than this boat. So it's actually
Yeah,
kind
we
of
gotta
drifting.
slow down and meet it.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll pull up next to the ship. We'll
Just watch him go.
reef the midsail to slow down. We'll reef the front sail once we get close enough, and then once we get like real close, we'll throw some ropes over, tie the ships together, and we'll board it properly.
Yeah, it's kind of fun
Oh.
watching Austin go from one camera to the other one.
It's gonna be hilarious to watch that on the stream later. Just be like,
Look.
hey, Eve, how?
Yeah,
how
so
are
I
you?"
start shouting out commands. I cast Mage Hand to reef the midsail and start pulling on the other rope and kind of telling everybody what to do so that we can board the ship.
Right. You do
I
as
get
such.
like one arrow
We
pulled,
start doing those
waiting
things.
for some little sucker.
So you get
Yeah,
close enough to the
like
ship. Now you're
um,
within visual distance. You can like actually make out details of the ship. It looks like it's
Nice. The textures are loading now.
yeah, the textures are low, the LODs, baby. So it's starting to look more beat up. Scratches on the hull. Definitely weathered. Looks pretty rough. The sails still, like I said, shredded.
Can we see what that shiny thing was?
Oddly enough, that's what I was just gonna say. You don't see anything immediately shiny right on the top of the deck. It's kind of hard to tell. Like I mean, you can't see anything directly. That's like, you're on your boat and you're kind of like looking over.
We're in visual distance, but we haven't made
boarded yet.
contact yet, right?
So
Like,
if
we
you're
didn't-
gonna board the
Okay.
ship, which you can do, it's just who's gonna board the ship and who's gonna stay behind, or are you all gonna go, or you know what I
Oh,
mean?
I totally want to board the ship.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm getting on the ship.
I'm on the
Once we
away
get-
team.
Yeah, once we get
As the
I'm gonna have
wizard, I will stay behind. Take one for the team. No, I'm just
Beat
kidding.
me up, Scotty. Let's do it.
So
It's not
you're
a
still
terrible idea.
in distance. You're looking at the ship. Nobody at the helm. Nobody. No sign of anyone. Throw the ropes over. You guys start reeling the boat in, and it looks like
fast, by the way.
what?
I was trying to say that once you got close enough, Deacon Gags would put his tricorn hat down and then have one of the random ship people ice keep hold of the ship and throw anchor down. And he's gonna climb up mast and get to the first level. It kind of juts out slightly
Right.
and just wait up there.
So who's gonna go then onto the boat? So we have Britzia, we have Spine,
I step over onto the boat
and Cam.
and I say, "Hello."
Anyone else
Deacon
going on the boat?
will run up and
I'm also
Jump
on the
off,
boat,
Yeah.
and I say, if there's any ghosts, and you're real ghosts, I can offer you medical attention, maybe reverse the problem that you have. We have an adhesive and some tools. Just knock 3 times.
I stop my foot 3 times.
Why don't you go? I let go. Like, why don't you go below deck to see if they have any horses on this boat?
More
So
horses
fine.
to milk.
Let's have the
No,
so
look.
there's 3 of you on the boat.
yeah, Deacon walks. It is like the slow just drop and
It's just
I'm
no
sorry,
horses,
I'm
just
going
3
on
jars
that.
of glue in this
All right, so
boat.
whoever's on the boat, make a perception check on the drifting boat.
Can I use just my crit rumor? No, I'm just kidding.
While everyone else is making perception checks, I cast minor illusion and I make illusion of the palm reader, the fortune teller that we saw. And I say in her voice, and I say, "Britzia, Britzia."
I don't remember you. No, wait, I remember. Okay, yes, the palm reader, right.
Yes, fortune telling is real. Ghosts are real. It's all real.
Oh my god, I'm going to hell! Oh, Jesus, no! Oh.
Who's Jesus?
Same
I
question.
said, Britzia, it was me. It was just the illusion.
He's coming. He's a ways off, but he's coming.
I make the fortune teller lady fart, and it makes like a little green smoke comes out of her butt.
He manifested some sort of butt. Spine, you hear, you could swear you heard some sort of movement below deck. It was while Britzia and Cam were like kind of fooling around, and you're like, wait, shh.
I tell him, I'm like, I hear something. Maybe there are horses below deck.
more horses.
Sounds like a
Do you think they're already milked, or do you think that Britzia could
Horse
milk them?
ghost.
All right, I notice everybody
I
is
try to
leaving
hide
me.
some-
Ghost milk?
I notice everyone is leaving me, and I get a little scared. So first, I cast Mage Armor, and then cast Prestidigitation to make a crossbow appear in my hand, and then I'm just like sneaking, like it's obviously an
Not a real
illusory.
crossbow?
No,
Because-
it's an illusory crossbow.
Dang, I was
so
like,
I'm just
Yeah.
like, like I'm gonna scare somebody if we see them, be like, stand back, and then instead of using it, I'm gonna cast a firebolt at them. But yeah, they don't know
wait,
that.
but okay, so are you on your boat or are you on?
No, I'm on the other boat now.
Oh, okay. So
'Cause
the only
'cause everyone's
person
leaving.
on, so it's just Jaeger and Gaius on the original boat. Okay.
Yes.
No,
everyone
I
else
went
went
over.
So okay, you went over too. Oh, you did. You rolled a
I mean,
perception. Okay,
yeah.
so Spine, you swear you hear some movement below deck. You tell them you think it's horses or what?
Well, no. So where are we and what does it kind of look like? Do we have like a stairs
It's a lot
going
like
down?
the kind of boat you're on.
Door? Yeah.
It's a classic
Mhm.
galleon-sized boat, multiple levels. The sails are totally whooped. You're on just the top deck, and you guys are all kind of talking, and that's when Britzia was like, "If there are any ghosts, knock 3 times," and then Camarian knocks 3 times, and
Drop
then
anchor
you
real
hear
quick.
movement below, and that's when you're like, "Wait,
I want to peek down, downstairs.
you're like, oh, okay, downstairs." It's hard to tell because the stairs.
Well, like
go-
Okay, so I guess wherever I'm hearing the sound from, I want to get a little closer to it, slowly, right, without running through a doorway or anything like that. Just kind of cautiously moving towards the sound with my arrow drawn out.
We just got raided
I mean, I don't
apparently,
have an
so
arrow,
Kirby just
actually.
jumped in here with a bunch of his buddies from a stream. So thanks, Kirby, for the raid.
Woo!
Yeah,
Nice.
right. And I think
What happened? We
we
got
got a couple
raided?
people in here. Raiding was pretty big. Yeah,
What happened?
You're saying rating, right?
we got raided in Twitch. So like you can
Yes.
like
We
jump
got
in, take all
raided.
your followers, and jump into another person's Twitch stream, and yeah. So it just like brought us a bunch of viewers. They're all probably like, "What is this shit?"
What's this
But yeah,
lame ass
thanks.
shit?
Thanks, it's awesome. I mean, I appreciate that.
Why are door guys in the same house?
Yep. You've been raided. Roll
So,
for
Albie,
initiative.
you're-
Oh, thanks, Kenny.
You're
Okay.
tethered. You're tethered to this ship that's kind of run down. I'm going to drop anchor on that ship so that we stop drifting, but just so that if we need to jump back on our ship and split, we can.
There we go. Sorry, I couldn't hear that because Austin was feeding back everything you said.
Oh, sorry. So I was just saying that since we're tethered to this other ship, I'm going to drop anchor on that ship. That way we're not drifting anymore, but we can still kind of untether and leave if we need to.
Okay, so make an investigation check.
There's no anchor. Shit, ghost.
Probably not.
You could not. You could swear you're like looking all top deck. Like you've looked through the entire top deck, and there is no anchor.
The Black Pearl.
No anchor.
Spine, you said you want to look below deck. You want to get towards the sound. You hear the sound below you. You can't really determine where. You just know it's below deck. There definitely sounds like some kind of shuffling.
Who's anyone near me?
I mean, you're all on
Like,
We're all with you.
so yeah, then I'm like, all right, guys, let's go downstairs. Me last.
All right, I'll go
Yeah,
first.
you're staying above deck to be lookout.
Well, I'll go in too, but maybe can I sneak in? I wonder. I might be able to sneak in. Actually, let me try that. Can I sneak in?
Okay,
Yeah,
make
I'll
a stealth.
sneak down there.
Make stealth check.
What's your modifier?
Forgot I'm the scout.
Savage.
Forgot what I'm playing.
Rogue.
Yeah, 22. My modifier's rogue.
Did you actually sneak? No,
It's fine. You stealth. You stealth below deck. You go down these stairs. There's a door in front of you immediately. As you go and kind of descend down the stairs through the door, there's like this. You're in a hallway. There's a door across from you, which looks like it probably goes to like where the captain's quarters would be, based on your knowledge of your boat. You kind of look over the side. There's a little hallway, and the shuffling is coming from around this corner. It's like a hallway that goes like this, and it's coming around the corner.
Let me go around the corner and peek.
You kind of Scooby-Doo it.
Yeah, a little Scooby-Doo action.
The corner, you just see like it's the corridor ends. There's another door. The corridor is lined on either side with like crates and barrels. Some of them are like knocked over. Other ones are kind of like busted open. And it's hard to tell, but like you think that you know the sound was below deck, and so far you haven't seen anything. And there's this door kind of on the end of this hallway, but it's closed.
You know how I have that bag of ball bearings? I'll just take one of them and just toss it at that door. It's a little, yeah, like.
Bam! So it hits the door. Marble hits the door and then falls to the ground, and then based on because ship's kind of like the marble's like, and it gets stuck somewhere.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like go open the door.
Yeah, I think
What was that, David?
I was a little full halfling rolls up, opens the door.
just walks through. Yeah, I think we're safe to open the door.
Should go
Well, you're the
first.
only one down
Go
there,
ahead.
as far as I know, right? Everyone else is still above deck. You're stealthing below.
Right.
Also, we want
So
to
then
go on.
I'll, I guess, come back
I
with a
thought
little
that was
bit.
down.
What?
I'll wave them in. They can follow me if they want. You know.
Yeah, Deacon wanted to follow.
Okay, so you guys are
Yeah.
all like following. Then for sure, it's real Scooby Doo shit. Okay, so
Scooby-Doo,
Spine's
yeah.
head, and then like
Pretty
so
much.
Spine's the one leading, I guess,
Yeah,
and stealthing. I would need all of you to make stealth checks, I guess, if you're all walking behind.
I'm behind.
Whoever's on
Zelda.
this boat.
I'll stay above deck just in case.
Jaeger.
anything- I'll stay above deck just in case.
Ooh, sneaky barbarian.
Barbarian is hella stealth. Just wearing bushes.
Randomly on a boat. That's hilarious. I love it. I would imagine you'd be
Work.
in. So
In a barrel.
Yes.
So you guys are all here in this corridor. You see that door at the end of the hallway, and then there's still that other door that was like immediately at the bottom of the stairs. 2 doors.
Check out the one at the bottom of the stairs, the one we just passed. Make sure we're not like ambush.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to check it. I'll
I'm
just
just
go
going
on.
the nearest door.
Everyone make a perception check.
Perception.
Nice, guys.
21.
Um. So Deacon, you mention this and you say, "Hey, should we check out that other door?" And then Gaius, you hear behind you. You could hear movement beyond the door that was at the end of the corridor.
It wasn't just a ball rolling around.
Hard to tell.
Well, sounds like something's over there. I say we go check that out first. And it's at the door, directly across from us, you said?
Yeah, it's down the end
Or
of this
back
corridor.
down the stairs. Okay.
No. So so like you went down the stairs, there's one door, hallway goes this
Yes.
way, and then back, and then there's a door back there.
And
That's the door.
noise came from door in
Yeah.
front. We're gonna go to the door in front.
The noise came from this door back here where the marble got thrown.
I know, but is it the same direction as the door that would be directly in front of us anyway, or is it?
So when you go
gotcha.
descend down below deck, there's this, which is the back of the ship. This
I
door
got you
is
now.
one
I
door-
thought it went.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you.
So you
Go
go
to
to
the
the
one
door.
I
Go
threw
check out the
marble
noise
at.
door.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
the
on
one-
there.
Noise door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the noise door. Okay, so you go, guys.
Yeah.
You go to the door. You bust it open.
not
Guys
open the
smash.
door.
You're not opening the door.
No.
Oh, okay, so you go to the door. You're standing by the door.
Yeah, go to door and press ear to door.
Okay.
Specifically hear anything other than just more
Okay.
croaking.
Make one more perception check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage, he says.
You're trying to hear through a door.
Advantage of the dis.
Still a good roll.
15.
Sounds like
Damn.
something dragging on the floor. Like,
Now I bust
Thunder
open
road.
the door.
you bust open the door and it's like 2 lines, like on either side of on the ship. Rather, it's 3 rows of beds. 1, 2, 3. The beds are all messed up.
Mhm.
They don't look like they've been made in who knows how long.
Just beds.
There's crates. There's barrels. Up
Do
at
I see something sliding?
Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure. Oh, at the other side of the wall, or at the other side of the beds, there's another wall, and it has a door. Nothing is sliding, but one of the at the foot of each of these beds, there are foot lockers, and the one of them is like moved, like it looks like it's like slid around the bed. You can only see like part of the foot locker.
Mm-hmm. Alright. walk in. Wait for everybody else to join.
You look across at the other side of the walls where the beds, the other beds are, and there's another door that looks like it goes down the stairs further to another part below deck. And that
There are
door
two
is,
doors in this room.
yeah, and that door is like,
Creaking. Gotcha.
That's where I wanna
Deacon,
go.
All right. Well, let's
Deacon, you hear, so you
check
guys are
out
all
this
in this
room
hallway.
thoroughly.
Gaius is like, into this room. You guys are all in this hallway, and then you hear sound from behind you. Like it comes
Oh, yeah,
sound
my
from-
act-
Bobby, so if you remember correctly, I was staying at the top of the stairs. Would I hear that sound standing at the top of the stairs above deck?
Yeah, you would hear that sound. You would hear something like, also it sounds like dragging, like it could be like something, like on the
It's
floor.
black dark down here, right? I'm assuming
Say what?
it's pitch black dark down here, right? I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
Whatever,
So you have-
whatever
Right, so
moonlight
after
is
hearing
coming
the
through the
sound, I'm going to
floorboard.
move below deck.
Cool. So I have dark vision. Something there at least for once.
So, I'm sorry, Cam, what were you saying?
After hearing that sound, I'm going to cast light and move down below deck.
Okay. So you move down below deck, the light is glowing, and you can hear movement on the other side of this door. You can hear your friends are kind of like around the corner in a corridor down the way, but you could swear you hear sound from this, and Deacon kind of comes around the corner, and you hear it too. And it sounds like there's something moving in the room.
Oh, is that the door?
No, now there's two doors that have movement that sounded behind them.
Can you thaumaturgy throw them up both open?
One door's already open. Gaius opened that one. You want to open this one?
Yeah, it's thaumaturgy.
Yeah, you and me are together,
I'm
right?
staying further back, but just like
Yeah, so
opening
it's
like,
Deacon and
putting-
Cam. You kind of blow open this, and looks like captain's quarters. You see this long desk at the end of the room, the chair behind it. There's some books and stuff in the room. There's like a bed off to one side, and like a armoire, like where you would put your clothes, a closet and kind of cabinet, whatever, off to the other. Like I said, there's a desk with like different things, books and stuff on.
I'll check out the desk. Or first,
Yeah,
I
make
want to
it-
see the dead bodies in the room or anything moving.
So do perception check, and then we'll go from there, I guess. Cam, yeah, you too. Okay, so you guys are kind of looking around. You're like, and you're all like, I heard something, right? Like, yeah, you heard something, and you kind of like
I say, let's get in, and get out.
the
Take what you can.
yeah, it's like everything's kind of shifting a little bit with the ship, so it's kind of hard to tell. But the thing about the movement you heard is it sounded, it was like dragging, but there was like, it still felt like it was moving in a direction. It wasn't like going back and forth. It felt like it was just going one direction. So it was just unusual.
Is there any other way out in the captain's quarters, or just the door?
No, just the door that you're on.
Like that we
So Deacon, make an
Open the door up.
investigation check too, because you said you wanted to go to the desk, and look at the desk. So just go ahead and do that.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm keeping the door open.
So Cam, you're by the door, holding it open. Deacon's kind of surveying the room.
I'm looking around for gold, by the way, if there's any gold coins on the ship.
So Spine, are you with
Yeah,
Gaius
fine.
in that other room with the beds? And that's where Britzia is
Yeah,
too?
I'm in that room.
I think that's what it is. And
Yeah,
then
I'm
Geth,
with
Geth,
Gaius.
you're just now emerging. Geth, you kind of see Cam holding a door open at the bottom of these stairs as you descend down into the ship. And you see Deacon kind of looking at the captain's quarters at the deck. Deacon, roll investigation. And then Spine, I'll have you roll perception. Or also investigation. Yikes.
We're probably going through these trunks trying to find supplies.
So, Deacon, you're at the captain's desk. And you're looking at it, and you see this book. And on the top of it, it says, like, Captain's Log. As you open up this book and kind of look through it, and you flip through each page, at first, like, it looks like it's some kind of logbook from a captain. And as you continue flipping these pages, they the words become less and less meaningful. In fact, it's almost gibberish. It's like just random words. And after a while, it's just symbols that look like words, like imitations of words. And Spine, you're looking around on in these quarters with Gaius. You kind of going through, and Spine, you go to you think you see something that looks like might be a gold pouch, and then you go to grab it, and then you can't let go of it. It's like stuck to your hand.
Oh, glue.
And then you look
Horse
down, and
glue.
you're like,
Horse glue.
and you're stuck to the crate that it was on. And then Deacon, as you're inside the captain's quarters, the book won't let go of your hands. And then suddenly you feel something wrap around your neck and you feel like you're being choked. Spine, you are trying to let go of this gold, and the barrel that it was on top of just opens up, and a tongue lashes out and grabs you and starts pulling you in, and teeth start gnashing onto you. Gaius, your arm is in a trunk.
Run over.
And you have this trunk on your arm, and you realize that the trunk is attached to your arm. It is bitten on you. I need all of you to roll for initiative.
I was gonna say.
Oh man, the furniture came to life.
Including Jaeger, or is he like because he's not on the
You gotta
boat?
roll for initiative. Deacon, what's your initiative?
20.
Gaius?
8.
Geth?
14.
Camarian?
18.
Fine. He's gone. 13.
13, yes. Thank you.
21. Britzia. So, Deacon.
Mix.
Deacon. The where is it? Here we go. Let's fucking roll to hit it. Okay. Where is it? So this, from in the book, the captain's log, a tongue lashes out and grabs you right by the neck, and the book, the ends of the book grow teeth, and then it starts to close in on your head, on your face. This book just
Face hugger.
face hugger book. It's crazy. It hits you for let's roll damage.
Is there supposed to be a map for this?
Say
By
what?
the way, is there supposed to be a map for this? By the way,
Yeah, I'll put you on the map in a second. I gotta figure out
I'm just
where you
gonna click on them. I guess I can do my health, my character sheet.
are. Oh yeah, you all got long rests. I hope you knew that. So, Deacon, you get hit for 18 damage as this
I'm
thing
gonna immediately
bites.
hellish rebuke it. So my horns are just gonna come out of my head and just burn.
You can hellish rebuke it.
Yeah.
Tight. Battle music? I guess we need battle music now.
Oh yeah, I can do a whole lot. But yeah, it would. I think it has to beat a. It's a deck, so it has to be a 13.
Or else what?
I'll take half damage, which is 9.
Oh. Natural 20. Okay. So it takes 9. So Deacon, you were there. Cam, you were there. Geth, you were here. I'll bring you all on camera. Or on screen, rather, not camera. Gaius, you're in here. With Spine. Britzia. Jaeger, you're still above deck on the other boat. Okay, so Deacon, Cam, you see this book just lash onto Deacon's face, and you're like, oh, what the? And around the corner behind you, you hear the sounds of Gaius and Spine screaming as they are being eaten alive. Oh, shit. Gaius, you take 25 damage as this thing bites into you and it starts consuming you. Spine takes 18 damage. You start hearing the sounds of your friends being eaten. Britzia, you look around and you notice that Gaius has a crate or a footlocker attached to his arm, and it's biting him. Spine is getting eaten by a crate while he's stuck to it. Both of them are stuck to it. And you hear also Deacon, the sounds of Deacon screaming through this book. And Jaeger is actually the first to go. So, Jaeger, you're on the other boat. You start hearing the sounds of your comrades screaming on this boat. You have no idea what's going on.
So I will start heading over there.
All right, so you run and jump off the boat onto the other one, and you're above deck. So I'll give you your movement as well. So you're on the boat. What do you want to do? Do you want to go below? You're on the top deck. Everyone's below deck.
I guess I'm just gonna have to I have no idea what's actually happening.
Yeah,
Besides,
you just hear them screaming.
So, I'm gonna head below deck, and
All right,
just
so
I'll be cautious about it. And I'm gonna be I'm not gonna rush in there. And I'm just gonna kind of see try and get the lay of the land before doing anything.
We are. So you nearly run Geth over as you come below deck. These are the 3 levels of the boat here. Everyone can see? Yes? No?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So, Jaeger, you come down deck. You almost run Geth over. You see Kamarian in front of you, and then Deacon beyond with this book attached to his face, and he's holding it, trying to get it off, and there's some fire going on. So you actually
Right.
get vision.
Okay, so I'm going to hex the book, I guess, and cast Eldritch Blast on it.
Nice.
And
damn.
Jeez, off to a great start.
You just blast Deacon in the head.
Blast.
And just Deacon gets lifted and hits the back deck of the boat, falls to the ground as he's still holding this. No damage, though. That's your turn. Deacon, it's your turn. You are... what's the word?
Oh, am I
You
restrained
are,
or am I?
yeah, you're adhered to it. So the escape is you have to do ability checks to make it escape this. Oh, jeez. Okay, so you got to do you have to try to escape this thing.
Okay.
Mhm.
What is that
It's either
strength
strength or dex.
Dex, please.
Mhm.
Acrobatics, maybe. I'm just kidding. Trying to do a front flip with it on my face.
It would just be a flat check. Probably a saving throw, in fact. Strength or dex.
I'd rather be saving throw. Perfect.
Dex saving
Not enough. So you're trying to pull it off, and you're like, slashing, and it's consuming you. You're it's like the book is able to somehow fit its mouth around you, and you're getting swallowed alive. You can still run around though. I mean, it's stuck to your head.
Anything that's just that's my action.
Oh yeah, that's true. It is. Yeah.
You can still move in your action though.
I mean, is it can it take an action, or is my action the check of trying to remove it from my face?
I mean, it's your action would be to have to remove it from your face because it's literally eating you. But you can still walk.
Okay, I guess I'll just run towards the door. Trying to get help from Cam.
Being eaten literally.
Right. Marion, it is your turn.
All right, so I see all this going down, right? I see this
Yeah,
whole
you see him
thing.
get eaten by a book.
This fucking thing off my face.
So I quickly, and when I say quickly, I mean quickened. I cast Mind Sliver on the mimic. So I'll put that in the chat.
Great spell.
Okay.
DC 14 on the intelligence.
I rolled natural 15. So it passes the save.
Okay, so that doesn't do anything. I was hoping that would make this next part land harder, but it could still work. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
On a mimic. That's so rad.
It's gonna be a wisdom save.
Starts laughing with your head in its mouth.
Oh, I hope so.
Rolled an 18.
Oh, it has to fall prone. Okay.
I rolled
Did you
18.
say 18?
Yeah.
All right, well that's my turn.
Geth, it's your turn.
All right. So we're still just searching the ship, right? It's still
What? No, Deacon's
being
being
attacked
eaten
by
alive by
mimics.
something. Your friends are dying.
the
Jesus.
chest.
It's a book.
All right.
No, you don't.
Well, do I have sighting of it?
What?
Do I have sighting of it? Or is Chameleon in the way?
It's on his head. So yeah.
Yeah, okay, but I don't know if I shoot something at it, if it will
I
hit.
mean, Jaeger just did it from behind you. This is why it's important to pay attention to other people's turns.
Jaeger hit something bad though.
He did. He rolled a 1.
Well, he just rolled a 1.
Yeah.
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 Well, I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at it, seeing as it's a book. I assume some fire
Alright.
will help. Does
You
the
hit it.
13 hit? All right. 7 damage.
Yeah.
So you hit him in the face with this firebolt, and he's still trying to pull this book off, and it starts to like pull back a little bit. Deacon, you can get a little bit of air.
And I'm gonna
Finally
move
trying to breathe
to the side and like peek through because I'm scared the whole time.
All right. Fine, it is your turn.
Good
You
night,
are
Commander.
stuck
Oh,
to this
I'm down.
crate with this
Mm-hmm.
bag of gold on top, and you've been just trying to take this bag, and you're just holding onto it, but you can't let go of it, and everything, and the crate opened up, and it's lashed out, and it's eating you. You have to make a dex or strength saving throw.
I'll do a dexterity saving throw. I want to get out of this thing.
Oh man, it starts to swallow you whole,
Damn.
just like Deacon. You can still move. No, actually, you're stuck to this because it's actually it's a crate. It's different than this thing that's on the book. The book is on his head.
Yeah.
So you're stuck, and you're kind of looking over at Gaius, and you see Gaius struggling with the same thing. But Britzia, whose turn it is not in fact being attacked at this particular moment. Britzia, you are up.
Fritzy is just cracking
David,
up.
your turn.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm gonna come up alongside Guy. And I am going to attack the mimic that's attacking him. Starting off with my straight razor.
Come on, get it off. Please,
Nice.
please get it off. Oh, please get it off.
That's a hit.
All right, I'm gonna follow. All right, I can tell I can tell that that did not do the trick, so I'm going to add an.
That is a miss.
Is 11 a hit?
It is a miss.
And I will offer a hand of healing to Gaius.
Oh please. Oh please.
Gaius, you regain
That's
6
pretty
HP.
That's pretty good.
All right, Gaius, or Britzia, is that your turn, rather?
Yes.
All right, Gaius, you're up.
Oh, thank you, Britzia.
So it's
was
your
needed.
right arm that's
Um,
basically almost nearly completely consumed by this footlocker, this trunk.
Cool. Can I take it and slam it against my sword as just flavor for the attack, but it's still just my sword hitting it without
You're
attempting to
just-
chop my own
yeah.
arm off?
Yeah, I mean you can
Just
try,
like just
but
just turn the
yeah,
blade up and just
you
go.
have to escape it
whack.
first, though. Right? You have to escape. Well, I guess you're trying to.
No, do I have to actually make the attempt to escape first?
Oh, I guess if you don't want to escape, you could choose not to, and then instead use your action to attack it.
Well, does it like
It's kind of
is
holding
it
you to
holding
the ground,
me
though. The
actually
footlocker
down to
is
the
actually
point where I
stuck-
can't move?
Yeah, it's stuck to the ground, so you're like, it would, yeah, like it would be. You would have to, you know what I mean?
Fair enough. All right, well, I'll try to get out of it, but first I will rage. Get an advantage on this because I'm assuming it's what, a strength check of some kind.
Saving throw or dex saving throw.
Gladly take advantage on that. 24.
Yeah. Okay, so you just put your other arm in there, or maybe you do it with the blade, and you just, and it just and lets out, and you are able to pull your arm out of this thing's mouth, and its tongue is in there, you know, it's lashing around.
That's gross.
That's your turn. Now it attacks.
Well, I would like to just do a little bit of this, get some advantage on both of these things for both of my friends.
All right. Britzia, a footlocker leaps or opens up next to you. This one right here. And it opens up next to you and it lashes out to attack. And it got a natural 20. So that's going to suck. 1, 2, 3. Too much dice. Oof. Okay, Britzia, you take.
All the damage.
Yeah, really. 27. As this footlocker leaps out and it near it. 27 HP to David. Oh, is he not there?
He had to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
I wonder if I killed him. 27 is like
A lot.
I have
That's a big
31.
hit.
Yeah, I have 31.
That was a crit. It was a crit. That's fine.
These are some
I don't know, he's
hard
probably
hitting
down.
mimics.
No, I went
Probably
14
did.
HP.
So there's a mimic, and then there's a book as well,
There's a bunch of mimics.
and now there's
Well,
about to be a
mimics are
third
just
one.
Objects. So
Yeah,
book
they're
is
all
a
mimics.
mimic. So is the footlocker and.
I'm gonna wait for
Dude,
David
what
to get
about
back to
Conda
tell him
mimic?
all that. I'll be
That
right
would
back.
Fucked up. All right.
I don't understand how we were all able to like, because unless Eric was like above me on the stairs, then I would have been in direct line of his shot, and so would have Zach. So I was just trying to
There's
figure
a
that
rule where you can shoot through allies, but not through enemies.
out. Really? Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's just to aid your party, but
So can you swing a
if an
sword
enemy's in
through
the
your
way, you can't
ally?
get through it. I think
I
it's like a
actually meant to
potion,
move
though,
on the
but I
doorway on my
believe
turn. I just
so.
didn't use my movement. So I'm gonna take that now.
Because I totally I knew we got engaged by mimics, and then I did get distracted, and then I looked up, and then I was like, okay, you're in the way. Jaeger's behind me, so I was like, all right. Anyways, regardless.
I'm being told I took 27 damage while I was in the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You got critted on.
That's horse shit.
A lot of horses.
Glue. Horse glue.
Human shit in your case.
What does that bring you to? Are you at 0? Sorry.
Does that bring you to -1? I just want to know if I murdered you while you were gone, really quick.
That would be awful.
Just wanted to see if you were dead.
Just checking.
I'm down pretty far, but not
Okay,
dead.
so this footlocker opens up and it lashes out and it bites you and it starts to eat you because you're quite small. It thinks you can get a little nom-noms in.
Wow.
Deacon, you take get all the dice. Not a great roll. Still a lot. Deacon, you take 7 acid damage as this book starts to consume you. Everyone who's not being attacked by a mimic, make a perception check. So Geth, Jaeger, can. Okay, Cam, you kind of, it's hard to tell because everything is chaos around you, but you could swear that the floor didn't feel like wood for a minute. Kind of felt like a little squishy.
Oh no.
The ship is a fucking mimic. Oh my god. We gotta get out of here.
Jaeger, it's your turn.
I can
Right,
see
so-
your future.
So
There's a mimic in it.
is that the case? The ship as a whole is a mimic?
I mean, you don't know that Cam
Well,
just
no,
felt
that's
like
just
the floor was
a
squishy.
theory.
Cam is the only
There's
one
no
that
proof
felt
of
anything, and he felt like the
claim
floor
yet.
was squishy for a minute.
I can't say anything until it's my turn, right? So no one really knows that any of the things that were said until I tell everybody, right?
Okay. So in that case, I'm just gonna keep trying to attack the book on Deacon. Since,
Roll to hit.
let's do that.
But this time.
He's gonna
Hey,
hit.
there we go.
Wow, okay.
And hex,
This
right?
time he hits
Yes.
it.
So
Look at
that's
that.
another D6.
Awesome.
Good roll. 12 damage.
That's a D6.
So blast! Its book gets hit. Deacon goes flying again. He's like, oh damn! Wow, this thing stays on his head. It's like determined to get him. Deacon, it's your turn.
Did you say before it was like partially off of last damage it took?
Yeah, it's like yeah, you can kind of see now, like with one eye out. You're like,
Fucking valve available. Like, can I take a healing potion while I'm getting attacked?
I think healing potions don't have to be. I don't know. You can try.
I'll
certainly try.
Like, or inhuman.
You can certainly try.
I can certainly try. Well, I'm not gonna waste it because I have a different healing I can do. Oh yeah, can I do it rectally? Just kidding.
He's gonna do it rectally.
It's definitely an action.
Yeah.
It's
Definitely
definitely
an
an
action.
Your dukes after that's gotta be crazy.
Okay. Well, if it's a risky thing, I'd rather just take the guaranteed healing, I guess. I have that new quickened healing.
Okay.
So as an action, you can spend 2 key points and roll. So it's
Tight.
chop.
I love that.
Put it in the chat. Let's
go ahead and roll.
see.
Oh wait. Or my action trying to get me to take this thing off my fucking head. That should probably be my action actually. Instead of just trying to heal another round. Yeah, I'm just trying to get it off instead of healing. I'm sorry. So whatever. It's a dexterity saving throw.
Or strength. Team. Nice. You just and you pull it off, and you're like, and like half your face is digested. It's like fucked up. You have that thing
Damn.
pulled off across, and you're just like holding it to end to end, jaw to jaw. It's like open, and you're just like,
Oh yeah, that's my action.
That
Yeah,
is
throw that
messy.
shit on the ground.
Messy as fuck.
Anything else? That's your turn, or no?
Oh, well now it's off me, so now I can take a potion as a bonus action.
You could.
So there's my action. There you go. I didn't think about that. Badass. So 2d4 plus 2. You can go on though. I don't plan on moving.
All right, cool.
anything.
So-
I mean,
Cam,
actually,
don't forget, Cam,
if I
you have
move
bardic
away, if I move away from the mimic right now, would that be
attack of
attack
opportunity.
because it's tore it off, or is it like it would be okay? I'll just stay there then, I guess.
So you
Um,
you pull it off, and yeah, exactly.
okay, no worries. Yeah, you can just next turn. That's all I'm gonna do. Is just take that potion.
All right, Cam, it is your turn.
Oh yeah, so I am going to look down the hall, and from down the hall I can see Spine, Gaius, and Britzia. Are they all affected by different mimics?
This is the door, so it'd be kind of hard to see from where you are right now. But you're saying you're going to walk down there and look? Yeah, I mean, they are all being affected by different pieces here. They're all being attacked.
I don't think
Sorry,
we're
that's not
being
the door.
held by any mimics. I think
That's-
we're
that's-
just
So
being
if I
attacked by
walk
them.
to here,
That's
I walk
not the
to
door.
here, I
That-
can see all three of them.
No, that's not a door. That's the door that goes down. That's where the mast is. So you have to go around here. This way.
Oh.
This door goes upstairs. Sorry. This door where Jaeger is goes upstairs. So that was the
That's a
stairway you
little
came
weird.
down. This is the captain.
Alright,
exit.
so
It's
I'm
forward.
going to walk down the hall.
Okay.
I'm going to bonus action Misty Step the rest of the way.
Nice.
Kill this mimic.
And now I see. And before I leave, I say, we need to get the fuck off this ship. Like, the whole ship is one of these mobs. I'm almost killing it. We need to get everybody out of
Okay, then I
here.
can take my movement to move.
And when I get to the end of the hall, there are these mobs, right? I say, I need backup. Someone get their ass down here. And then I'm going to twin Cautious Hideous Laughter on, let's say, Britzia and Gaius.
On us? Okay.
And by that I mean the mimics that are on their bases.
Okay, so what's the saving throw? Oops.
I think it's wisdom.
They
I don't think we're being held by them right now. I think we've got them off at this point.
I thought that you guys were being like also digested by them. My
We're
bad.
just being attacked
think
by them.
I am.
not-
Yeah, Spine is being digested.
Spine might.
Yeah, I'm
I got
being
mine off.
eaten right now.
Oh, sorry, Spine, you also took damage. I forgot because I gave it to Deacon. I forgot to roll for you. Forgive me.
Oh, no.
Yep, that's what happened.
Crazy. That's
Uh-huh.
nuts.
It's
I was just sitting here and going,
it's 12. 12 damage. Acid.
wow.
as you're
Okay,
getting
so
digested.
Spine is being digested by the mimic. Is anyone else being held by the mimic?
I don't think so. Just Spine.
I might be next round if he attacks me.
All right, then I'm gonna twin it on the one that's on Spine and then the one that's attacking Britzia. So they're gonna make Wisdom saving throws, DC 14.
They had both failed.
Fuck yeah! So they're both gonna fall prone. So Spine is now no longer being digested, and
Wait.
yeah, they're both incapacitated.
So this is what happens. The mimic on Spine just starts to it's like a weird ass sound, starts laughing, and it opens up and it falls to the ground, to the floor. And Spine, you look down at it and you're like, ah! And same thing with was it Britzia? The one on Britzia?
Yeah, Britzia, and the joke when Command comes, haha, Crate got your tongue.
That's terrible. So they fall to the ground, and Cam, you as you're doing this, you look over and you notice that the bed next to you, the sheets are like starting to move, and it's like opening. It's opening a small, and then
Everything's
it's
a
this
mimic.
the strangest sensation as you're still walking on the floor and you kind of feeling like it's just a little bit squishy. Geth, it's your turn.
So I hear Chameleon calling out for some help, so I'm gonna go follow him over this way. And Spine over there just got the thing off of his head, right?
No, Spine didn't have one on his head. It was on his hand.
But it's still attacking
Oh,
us.
okay.
It's off.
It
It's
fell.
laughing.
I'm good now.
All right, I'm gonna. It's a book, so in my mind, I'm like book, fire, and I'm.
No,
Alright,
that was the
fireball.
one on Deacon. The one on Spine is a bag and a crate.
All right, wood, fire, fireball. That's all I
Throw
can
a
see.
firebolt.
Crate. and barrel.
Firebolts. I can't.
Crate and barrel. I was wondering how many crate and barrel jokes there might be tonight.
Oh, so close.
No, we're just horse cum. That's what it is tonight.
Yeah, I know. It's just exactly just glue. Okay, so you hit and roll for damage.
Oh God,
That was almost. Almost.
so terrible.
You hit the one on the ground, and it rears back in pain. Spine. This one that's just fallen off of your arm, and Geth hits with the firebolts. It's burning on the ground, and it's your turn.
But before that, I move behind Chameleon,
yeah.
and
Oh.
I say, now you go get him. I'm like hiding behind him, peeking out
My little
his
kiss.
shoulder.
Oops. What happened here? There we go.
All right.
So
Do I get advantage on it if I stab him with my rapier? Because it's prone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's prone, you get
So-
advantage, but it'll also possibly stop laughing. But I would say try to kill it. I was just trying to save you
Oh
guys.
yeah. So I kind of look at it, and it's probably jumping around, laughing on the ground, and I aim the sword, and just try to stab it.
And you.
Well,
Wow.
isn't there something about a prone creature and getting
Yeah,
like an
advantage.
automatic critical
Oh
hit?
yeah.
No, he has to hit it first.
I think it's if it's
Advantage.
incapacitated.
Advantage.
Wow.
Jesus.
No, that's paralyzed.
You
What's
missed.
the AC?
So as you dash, as you're like you're like stabbing at it, you're trying to get it, and it's like laughing
Jumping
around, on
around.
fire and moving around, and you seem to miss it.
I'll try to use my offhand with a dagger. See if I can stab him with that. Worse. Amazing.
I'm
Yeah. All right.
not
So I can't hit
trying to
the damn
metagame.
book.
With advantage.
But
Remember?
I've
Oh.
DM'd with mimics. Isn't their AC 12?
This isn't a regular mimic. So,
Oh, okay.
This is an AC 13 mimic. So, all
18
right.
hits.
I hit him with the dagger. That means I can do sneak attack. Sweet. Okay, let's do the dagger damage
Automatic
first.
critical hit when you hit a creature that's prone, though, right?
Also, it
That's if
remakes
they're
that win
paralyzed,
save every
it's
time
not
you
Oh,
hit.
oh, it's if they're at 0 hit points, it counts as an automatic critical. That's what it is. Okay, cool. So 7 and
Okay.
6.
Yeah, so 13.
Yeah, don't try to metagame me. Anyway, so you stab into it, and it's you get it with your dagger. You finally stick it. Britzia, it's your turn.
Alvin, you would remake that wisdom save.
What?
You would have to remake that wisdom save after it takes
I'm
damage.
attacking the one that it's clamped on my arm, right? Something like that.
Oh,
Oh,
it
it's
wasn't clamp. No, one of them just attacked you. It just bit at you. It didn't clamp on you.
Okay, but it's laughing right now.
Yeah.
So I have advantage. Just
I don't know. Do they get advantage on the attack because of Tasha Savage Laughter?
I believe.
Because it's prone, yeah. It's advantage 'cause
Oh,
it's
right.
prone.
It fell prone.
For
Yeah,
me,
of
for-
course.
for, like,
Of course.
I'm gonna go with the first one.
Yeah, makes sense.
Is it dead yet?
Nope.
And again, it would remake that wisdom save every time it takes damage.
Okay.
Following up with an unarmed strike.
That's a hit.
dead now, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Gaius, it's your turn.
I can, but hold on. Hold up.
Oh, sorry. Gaius, you're on deck.
Yeah.
Is there a way to display health bars for the enemies?
Nope.
Okay, that's just,
8 more.
critical roll.
All I can think of is critical roll now.
Mimics.
Anything else, Fritzia?
No, that's it. It's certainly dead by now.
So you stab into it, you kick it, you attack it. It's falling backwards, but it's still looking at you as its gnaws are dripping with acid digestive fluids, and its tongue is lashing around. And Gaius, it's your turn.
Okay.
Are they
Well,
still
I don't
laughing
like
at me?
what Cam
No.
just said about this whole boat, but they're prone, so they haven't gotten up yet. We should still have that good old advantage, not like we're flanking with everything. I'm gonna hit the one that spine hit, cause that one took a little bit of damage.
Yeah.
Let's not go whole hog, but let's have some fun.
Murder it.
Oh, that's not good. That's real bad. That's real bad.
Miss.
I don't really want to move anywhere, because this is actually a pretty good spot to be in. Yeah, Gaius continues to not hit anything. And I will not do anything with my bonus action, so.
Is that your turn?
That'll be it.
Everyone make perception checks.
Oh, I sees it. I see the blankets move.
Cam, Gaius, Geth. You all get the strangest sensation. The ship is descending. Or
That's good.
sinking. You look around and
Gotta get out of here.
you notice very briefly that the walls of the ship, the floorboards of the ship, the beds, the pillows, the lids on the crates, everything seems to be a little bit squishy looking and slick. And you could swear
Everything's
that
been mimicking this thing.
you start to see maybe it's water boarding or water coming in on the ship like from below, but the water is a strange putrid color to it. It smells of digestive fluids.
That's good.
We gotta
Everybody
talk about this.
takes 8 damage, acid damage.
We're gonna get the fuck out of this boat.
And the boat is sinking. You
It has
start to
been a
hear
pleasure.
voices from above deck. Hey! What's going on? You feel like you can hear your comrades or compatriots, the rest of the crew on the boat. They're still on the boat, or not sleeping. She was awake. She's watching, and she hears it, and she's calling for you all.
Boat is trying to eat us.
And the boat is sinking. The water starts to descend from above. Jaeger, it's your turn.
So do I hear that? Even though I missed the perception check, do I still hear that this is not?
Hold on,
Good.
Geth, Kyle, you took 8 acid damage.
We made
Everybody
sure
took 8 acid.
even Cam yelled that he was trying to get out, like because Cam said, "Let's get out of here
Okay.
before happens." So we heard that.
So I hear that like people are saying we need to get out, so I'm gonna start running out
So, Jaeger, you start running up the stairs. You can go over here on the map. This is the top of the stairs. I guess I can. Yeah, right there. As you get above deck, you see Red on your boat, and she's like, "What the hell's going on in there?" And from behind you, part of the railing just wraps around you. Roll a dexterity saving throw. You are the railing wraps around you. You get stuck, both of your arms stuck to your sides, and Red sees it. And she's like, "What the?" And you are restrained. Right here.
Am I able to cast any spells?
With your arms still stuck down, you could still make hand movements. It'll just be really hard to aim, but you could still cast a spell.
Let's see.
Or like just verbal spells. I don't know which one.
And if I cast mirror image, do they have the ability to like do anything, or do they just soak damage?
They just soak damage.
They just soak damage.
Oh, just dance.
Do you have that good old Misty spell?
Oh yeah. I'll try and cast Misty Spit to go back to the other ship.
It'd be so funny if you casted mirror image and they were also grabbed by the railing instantly.
That would
So
be
it's
nice.
just like 6 of you just getting grabbed.
All right, so for the purposes of the map, I'm gonna just say that this boat is now your boat, so you're on that boat. Okay. So
Fantastic.
alongside everyone else is below deck. It's hard to see them, so you're just standing there now, waiting for all your friends to get digested
Die.
as the boat starts sinking.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your turn,
Die.
Deacon.
Right.
Deacon, you're up. Camarian, you're on deck.
Cool. I'm gonna get out of here, and yeah. So I'm gonna use Step of the Wind. You can spend 1 key point to take the disengage or dash action as a bonus action on your turn, and your jump distance is doubled for your turn. So disengage a bonus action, and I'm going to leave. How do I get to the stairwell from where I am? Is it
It's just right
over
here.
here?
No,
Okay,
it's
so
not
open the door. Sweet. Okay.
Okay, so how much movement do you get? So
I
this
have
is the
40
outside.
movement. I would get 80 from you.
Oh damn.
And I have
Okay.
disengage going, so for like.
Yeah.
All
All right, so you're like, so this is how it looks. Are you intending on getting back to your ship, to the Devil's?
Yeah, just start cutting ropes.
Okay, so this is what you do: is you basically you start running up, and that book behind you is like flapping, trying to get after you, and you're like, oh, fuck, and you like run up the deck. You see Jaeger like getting trapped, and then Misty step across to the other boat. And as you're running and trying to, you're like, there's parts of the deck that are just opening up, and tendrils are lashing out at you, and you start to realize this entire thing is maybe one or multiple, and you're not sure what it is, but you are just terrified. And as you leap across to get back to your boat, you have disengage, so it has disadvantage on this, and it tries to lash out you, and it tries to get you, and you just... What?
I just can't. I thought I just can't take attacks.
It's a little bit different. But yeah, so you jump over, and then it tries to go for you, but it misses just narrowly, and you get off onto your boat, and you look back, and it's all of a sudden you could tell it's no longer caring for you, and it's refocusing its efforts. Anything else, Deacon?
Yeah. When I get over there, I want to cut the ropes as I go. Like as I'm jumping across, or like when I get over, straight first thing, just cut them.
Just mix. Yeah, you could just do that. That's fine. So you chop and rolls. All right, Camarian, you're up.
I'm gonna walk up to Britzia, and there's a mimic next to Britzia, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm gonna walk up to Britzia here. I'm going to administer a potion. So you're gonna roll 2d4 plus 2 there. And then I'm going to step here. This is silly. This is silly, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to step here, and I'm going to cast a twin shocking grasp. Hopefully, this will help everybody get out of here.
One pass, one fail.
So it's got to make, what is it? Oh, I got to make an attack. What am I doing?
Oh, I guess you have to roll to hit.
There we go.
Shit. Roll to hit for the other one.
Sucks.
So one of them hit. I will then re-roll the save. Pass the
Nope.
I'm going to use my Bardic Inspiration for the other one, LV.
I don't think it has the save.
Wow. Okay, so 2 hits. Still passes its save. It takes the damage though. Right?
I don't think Shocking Grasp is a save. I think it's just the attack.
Oh, you're right. It just says advantage. It takes the damage.
It
and then
just-
can't
it
take
just
reaction.
happens
Oh,
if
okay.
it
Forgive me then.
lands.
So then I'm just rolling for no reason. So 5. Okay. Cam, you're talking. I can't hear you.
4 to 1 and then 1 to the other.
Got it.
You can pick either one. I'm just trying to make sure you guys aren't getting a ton of opportunity attacks as we get out of here. So then Cam says, "Get the fuck out of here!" and he starts running. 5, 10, 15. I can get to here.
Kath, you're up.
Alright, well, my cover is now blown since Chameleon decided to move, so I'm gonna move slowly towards the door, and as I'm moving, you know, I'm just smelling the stomach bile of the ship, and you know, I like it a little bit because it reminds me of death, right? And you know, I haven't been near a corpse in a while, and miss, you know, trying to animate them and be close to them. So it's almost there, right? But you know, I shoot another firebolt back at this guy over here,
Nice. Hits 24.
and then I say, "Good luck, guys," and I just fucking book it to the top of the ship.
All right. At this point, that's your turn. And Spine, it's your turn.
Okay. So there's just this one mimic behind me, right? I guess in front of me.
No, you're kind
Do
of.
I get advantage on it?
There's 4 of them in this room, but yeah, you do.
Right. But is this one of them right between me and Gaius?
Yes, there's one.
Alright, so I'm gonna try to hit him with my rapier.
Does it hit?
Did I hit? Alright, I'll do a sneak attack on that one. And then I'm gonna disengage and bounce. So I got him for 13 again.
Okay.
And then I'll do disengage for 30 feet, so I'll be right there. Awesome. Peace.
All right, Britzia, it is your turn.
I am going to run the hell out of dodge. Okay. If I use my bonus action to dash, can I just make it all the way to the top deck? Is that enough?
You have to win.
I do not have Step of the Wind. I think that's a specific.
It does not.
So if you want to dash,
You won't get opportunity attacks from those 2.
yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Bonus action.
Sorry, I was also, I think, using the wrong command key to do my audio. So sorry. Yeah, so I'm going to use Step of the Winds to make it to the top deck. And I can just die up here, I guess.
You can make it across
Nice.
double the jump length too.
I've doubled the jump length?
Yeah, what's up with it?
Do I have to make a check
What
to
does
jump back
Step
to
of
the
the
other
Wind
ship?
sound like?
It's like in Skyrim, what is that called? The shout where you can shoot you forward. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's the shout. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called.
It's like the second one you get, the sprint one.
You only get on the top of the mountain.
The only one that you never
Whirlwind
used
sprint?
for that one time.
Whirlwind sprint. That's what it's called.
All right,
Whirlwind
so
sprint.
that's your turn, Ritzia.
I
Then Gaius.
use Whirlwind Sprint.
Gaius, you're up. Oh wait, Britzia.
Well,
Oh, you did Step of the
look
Wind. Is there
around.
attacks of opportunity for Step of the Wind?
There
doesn't
are
get
no
because those are all
attacks of
Russian
opportunity in the
craft.
first place. So, I mean,
One of
even
them
if
is
they're...
shock, the other one isn't.
I thought they both hit.
Oh, you're right. You use Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, they both
No, no,
hit.
no, no. Yeah. Forgive me.
Yeah,
I
we're
forgot about
good.
it. All right. Anything else, David?
No, thank you.
All right, Gaius, you're up.
So yeah, I see myself being surrounded by fucking furniture, and say, "Oh boys, this seems ridiculous. 4-1. I think I like these odds, but I'm gonna have to go."
I said, when did the furniture start
Do they
fucking?
need to fuck? If they're like, if this is just mama, maybe they're like,
Fucking
hey,
furniture. Now I get why.
Furnitures lay
Well,
eggs.
I mean,
Maybe they shit
members
off on
have to
Star-
spawn somehow.
it was like
Um,
starfish that they lose an arm and they can like grow a new body off that new one.
Just
Just like that, you know?
through osmosis or whatever. I'm going to run this way, and yeah, I'll take one attack of opportunity from that one so I can dash all the way up top. I assume does some kind of damage.
Yeah. 17.
Down to 9. Cool.
And how far did you run?
Well, I dashed for 60 feet. I assume that gets me back to at least the top of the ship, if not our ship.
Yeah. So this. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So Gaius, you emerge at the top of the deck, but it is below
Peace.
water. It is already under. So as you're getting out, it's like the water's filling in, and you're just narrowly making it out.
Oh, good.
Camarian, Spine, and Geth are still. Well, Spine and Camarian are still below deck. Geth, I think you're at the top of the stairs.
Yeah, I said I was above. I said I was making my way up deck.
You gotta
went from
run.
here to here, so I definitely had more space. You took away the top deck, so I just didn't know where to go.
Well, yeah, just so from there it goes just to right here to the store.
All right,
But-
boom.
That's underwater now as well. So Spine and Camarian and Geth, I need you all to make Constitution saving throws.
Well, this is where I was last time, so this isn't underwater.
No, the whole ship is sinking.
I know, but what I said before my turn ended was that I was up, like making my way up deck. So
Yeah, I'm saying the top deck is underwater. That's what I'm saying. So you get to the top deck, the water's
Sure.
pouring in, and like you're swimming.
So I'm just rolling to swim.
Yeah, Constitution saving throw.
You're
That for me
rolling
too.
to swim.
Underwater, you're actually you're
Oh, that was
You're trying to-
intelligence. Whoops.
trying to find air. Okay,
Alright,
so
then.
you
Better.
so you start making your way up towards whatever surface of the water you can see. Spine and Camarian, however, it is getting much more
I wouldn't-
difficult.
I mean,
you-
swimming isn't. Why is it a constitution? Like, it's not like
You're suffocating, not because you're swimming.
poison or.
It's because you're suffocating, not
Or
because
it
you're
could
swimming. You're
be-
swimming just naturally, right? You're just moving and swimming, but because you're trying to hold your breath as this thing is moving down and you're being attacked, you're starting to suffocate. The Spine and Chimerian each take. Oh wow, I rolled really poorly. 2 damage.
Nice.
2 acid
Can we
damage.
move too?
Well, it's not your turn.
Oh.
And parts of the ship open up. The sides of the ship are lashing out at you, Spine and Chimerian.
Damn.
Chimerian, you are hit as the side wall of this ship opens up and tongues lash out as it attempts to eat you. You take 11
I'm gonna
damage.
put up shield. What is
It
my
wouldn't have
AC
made a
would go
difference.
from?
I'm gonna let you know it wouldn't have made a difference.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Fuck, what did I just say? 17 damage? Spine, the one's attacking.
That's not good.
Where'd that go? Mimic
Dude,
agent.
if I take anything more than 14, I'm dead.
Okay, well, let's find out.
Let's find out.
9, 5, and 1. So that's exactly
more.
enough damage to put you below 0.
That's 15.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Boom.
So Spine, as you're swimming, and Cam, you're trying to swim loose, the things are lashing out and grabbing onto your ankles, and parts of all of the crates are coming alive. It's trying to nom as quickly as it can.
And
Jaeger, it's your turn.
Let's see. Am I able to see Spine, or is he still down below?
You're below deck. You're on your boat.
Oh, well, I don't know if there's anything I can do.
I mean, you
I
can do
asked-
anything.
I-
kinda
You
all
can
happens so
do.
fast.
I look around to the other people around and I say,
Shrug.
"Wait, oh, what can we do?"
Red
But the only
Looks
thing
at
we can
you.
do is throw a rope over when they pop up.
Red looks at you and she's like, well, she has no idea what's going on, actually. She just sees the ship sinking. I guess she saw you get wrapped up in the rail, and she's like, what the hell is that thing? She has no clue to you.
Actually, I'm going to. Can I transform? Can I summon like a seafaring like thing that I can maybe go in and try and rescue them, like pull them out?
It's an hour to summon a
Like turn
new
into a
familiar.
dolphin.
An hour. Shit. I don't
What
know.
about the imp? Would it take an hour to summon the imp?
No, you can just pull the imp back out because... Oh, it was a crow. It was a crow last time.
Oh, it's a chrono.
Yeah. I'm out of spells, so I can't.
You got no... But, I mean, you have cantrips. Right?
Let's see.
So Red's really
Super
confused.
sure.
Red has no idea what's going on. She's asking everyone who's on the ship. She's like, what the hell's going on? Where's Cam? Where's Fine?
Well, first I'll bring her up to speed. I'll say the ship is alive and it's trying to eat everyone else who's not here.
What?
And
Then shoot the damn thing! And she, like, pulls out her spirit guns, and she points both of her fingers at it, and she's like, come on! Do it! With me! She casts Fireball at the ship. Hits the side of the ship.
I guess I'll cast Eldritch Blast on the ship. That's all I can do.
Roll to hit. That's a hit. Plus your
Oof.
hex damage, which never left. So it's 12 damage.
12 damage.
Plus the fireball. And
That's it. For me.
I know I'm
anyway.
doing Red's turn as well. Okay. So as you both blast into the side of this ship, you see it rears in pain almost, and it starts almost diverting away. The ship is it's running away from you now, or swimming away from you, or sailing away from you guys. Deacon, it's your turn.
All right, well, we need to stay at least within range so we can get our guys back. So either way, I'm going to drop anchor and then get over to the up to the ship wheel and start cranking it in the direction at least of the mimic. So if it does start moving, at least we can be
Hit anchor
facing the
turn?
right way. Huh?
You just hit an anchor turn.
Yeah, it's like just cranking the wheel. The sail should still be up at this point, I'm assuming. But I tell the crew, like, be ready to drop sail. That's it. That's all I can do at this point.
Camarion, you are underwater. Spine does not look like he's swimming anymore. He's like, you're not talking, can't hear you.
I have questions. When it comes to swim speed, that's half my movement, right?
Yeah.
If I'm underwater, I'm assuming I'm swimming. So my speed would be 15. Can I swim? What was that?
You can move 20. Looks like you can swim 20
Okay.
feet per round. You can swim 20 feet per round.
Okay, so can I swim and also carry spine? Considering we're like in zero gravity underwater, I would need like high strength to just pull him with me. Would I?
It would still be a check. You'd be hard to do it because you're pulling him, so it's kind of tough. But yeah, you could do it.
So it would be a check, though.
Mm-hmm.
And I assume if I fail the check, that means I wouldn't move anywhere, right?
Means you wouldn't be able to budge him. You could still, it'd be like trying to pull him, but maybe have a hard time.
Still use my movement. Okay, so let's. I'm gonna try to move him first, and if I think I can move him, then I'll move. So, what would the check be?
It'd be athletics or acrobatics. Probably athletics.
Well, or is it athletics? Because I would rather
No,
do
it's an or.
acrobatics.
You can do either or.
Okay, well, let's go acrobatics.
Yikes.
Sorry,
So
fine.
you hold on to him and you like
Oh, yeah.
plant your feet against part of the ship and you're like trying to pull him loose, but you realize like something's pulling onto it. It's like it's still holding onto him. It's lashed onto him and it wants to eat him, and you're like pulling against it, but he won't budge.
I spend like, this is gonna sound bad, but I spend like a moment with him. I kind of put my forehead close to his forehead, and then I look to my right. And I'm gonna misty step. Can I still use verbal command if I have a little bit of oxygen left? Can I still use a verbal command underwater?
I mean, I don't see why not. You're still saying the words, right?
Okay, so like I said, I put my forehead to Spine's forehead, and first I say I'm sorry. I mouth I'm sorry, and then I look to my right and I misty step to kind of the doorway, and I use the rest of my swim speed to swim to the surface.
So, Cam, you're swimming up out of the deck. And the tongue lashes out at you, Camarion. And it holds on to you. You get your head just above the water from under. Pulled back under the water. You can hear him. Is he talking?
You gotta press them.
I'm gonna shield +5 AC.
And that puts your AC at
17.
still Still gets you.
Okay.
19. And it
Do I
grabs
take
you just
damage
your
then?
ankle. No, it's just restrained. Roll Constitution saving throw though. Okay, you're fine. You're still holding your breath. Geth, you're up.
Geth,
Kyle.
it's all you, buddy. Save Spine.
Oh, I have to go back down and save him now? Fuck.
You.
Well, and you
have
see
no choice.
Camarion.
No.
Camarion gets right by you and then gets pulled back down as well. So Camarion is down below deck as well. You're the closest one to both of them.
Why is nobody else? I just turn back and I say, "Why is nobody else helping? What the fuck?" And then
Let's not point fingers.
you know what?
Save lives.
I turn back and I say, "Don't worry, guys. I'll risk myself. Stay on that boat. Be safe. I'll get him." And then I go down, and I guess I swim to try to get. And it's the only
You can get
close
Spine.
person that I can get. No, how am I gonna
Well,
get
you have to-
Spine and Camarion? I can't get
You can
both.
get to Spine if you dash. But you
And
would
then
be
what-
getting to him.
Yeah, and then I would not be able to do anything, and then I'd be stuck underwater.
I mean, hey,
All right. Well, Spine, I'm sorry. You're gonna die.
damn.
Oh my god, dude. I want to see how this is gonna end.
Because I can't even do
So what are
anything.
you doing,
Oh,
Geth? I'm
emotional
not gonna
for
tell
that.
you guys what to do because it's your own character. So whatever Geth does is what Geth wants
You
to
don't
do.
have water breathing? Isn't that
No,
like
absolutely not. Get's most inner instincts are to actually swim up to the surface where I was before and stay there, but everyone's glaring at me in the water, so I turn around and I try to go get Camarion. It's the best I can do. Feeling many emotions right now. All I can do is I assume do a dexterity saving throw to try to get him.
Oh,
All right,
it's
said-
acrobatics check or athletics,
Even better.
but yeah, still you'd swim. Are you trying to get to Camarion or are you trying to get to Spine? Which one are you doing?
I told you, Spine's gone. Spine's
Okay.
Spine's gone.
So you're trying to grab Camarion, and Camarion's it's like attached to his ankle, and you're like pulling out, and you're like, "Come on already!" And he's like, "I'm trying to get Spine," and Spine's just like, actually, you guys are underwater, so you're not even hearing each other. You're hearing each other. Geth, you just go underwater, and you're just trying to pull loose on Camarion, but
Marion's definitely like shaking his head and pointing down, like, "No, he's still down there."
Spine, make a death save.
In a while.
Okay, Britzia, is your turn.
Is that a fail or?
I'm gonna. I go back down to Spine.
You're doing it. You didn't make it across
Is
the ship
12 a
yet, did you? Were
passing
you still at
death
the...
save?
What?
That's a pass,
Sorry,
yeah.
Albie. What's that?
Did Britzia go to the original boat, or is she still on the mimic boat?
I'm still on the mimic boat with
You're
my
just up the top deck.
with my swim speed. Yeah, I'm just with my swim
Okay,
speed.
so I'm gonna-
how close
I'm
can I
put-
make it to Spine?
So you are. Well, I don't know if you were at the. I don't know really where you were on the top of the deck. I guess you moved somewhere.
I'm
you
just
were probably
right where I
above
am.
deck. Okay, so then. I mean, yeah, it's like you're dashing to get downstairs, basically. Well, swimming at this point, yeah. So you'd be just dump. Actually, well, the whole top deck is below water, so you're just treading water right now. So you just go back down, and then you just have to make it to the bottom deck. So it would, yeah, I would say a dash. A dash action would get you below deck.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Step of the Winds to get there without using without using. I'm just going to use it up by bonus action, and then I'm going to apply a hand of healing. So underwater, I wind up my fist. I punch it.
No shit though. That's like super cinematic. Like thinking about it, you swim
Wakes
back
me
down,
up.
and you start punching. Wake up!
That's what you hear.
Yeah,
That's my turn. Spine, you regain 6 HP. Fuck out.
Nice, thanks, dude.
You almost died, dude.
Right.
Let's get the fuck out of the.
Fritzia,
I died.
that was your turn, and then it's Gaius.
Well, I got like 4 hit points. Yeah, 8. I didn't, and I said I went onto the other boat, so I'm sitting up there with a rope, waiting to throw a rope and pull people up. So I guess I'm holding a throw action.
Should we
Is that a
distract them?
thing?
Right. The boat continues.
Is that a yes? I'll
What?
take it as a yes. Cool.
Yeah.
It- Can
The
I
boat
hold a
continues
rope
sinking.
to throw over when they pop up? Right.
Can we fire ballistas at it, Elmi? Is that something that guys could do? Right, but it could.
Oh yeah, how far? can
Ballistas
you
would be able to go
underwater?
up. Yeah, exactly.
What do you want to do?
I want to hold a rope so that when
Okay.
people come to the surface, I can pull them up. I don't think
Yeah,
a
that's
ballista is
fine. I
going
already
to
said
help
you
us
could
in
do
this
that.
situation. Cool. That's what I'm doing.
The
This-
the
this
ship
boat's
continues
not
sailing
gonna
away
die.
from your ship. Deacon, you need to make a whatever the check is for steering the boat to keep it close. Because you dropped
Oh,
anchor,
here.
didn't you?
Maybe dex, so straight dex. No, wait, I left
Yeah,
the anchor.
so
up.
yeah.
First thing, one of the first attacks I did, or actions I did once I got on the boat, was lift the anchor up.
Okay.
Um,
So yeah, so you need to just steer the boat and stay close to it because it's pulling away from you.
Sweet.
Pulling away quite a
He's
distance.
also underwater, right? I wouldn't know it's pulling away anyway. It's like underwater.
Well, you just see the top of the mast, kind of just like.
Oh, okay.
Because
Well, then yeah, like, if it's starting
diving.
to go away from me, I would have. I remember when I first got on the ship, I said basically everyone get or be ready to drop sail, whatever. So I tell them to drop sail
So
as
it's-
well.
Fine, Britzia, Kamarian, and Geth, all of you make Constitution saving throws.
Miserable. I'm just like.
Wow.
Not having
Fine,
it
Geth,
today.
and Britzia,
Damn,
you
what the
all.
fuck.
Fine, Geth, and Britzia, you all suffer a level of exhaustion.
Isn't the whole rule for drowning and holding your breath like you can hold your breath for 1 plus your con mod minutes?
Yeah, it's different when you're actually in combat, being attacked by a ship and trying to escape and pulling your friends and casting spells. So, it's a little bit different. And in this case, it has to more so do with the pressure of the water crushing you because it's diving.
Okay. That works.
And all of you suffer 6 acid damage.
Jesus, okay, I'm back at 0
Not
again.
including me, correct?
Anyone's on the
Anyone anyone who's on the boat, yeah. So 6 damage. That includes you, Zach. Sorry,
So-
Kamarian.
I technically left the boat, so I'm not in the boat anymore, correct? Because I got to the surface, then you said it latched onto me, so I'm not inside the boat, right?
Oh, I guess sure. Yeah, you're above deck, kind of. It can't really be digesting you on the outside of it. So yeah, that's fair. And then Geth, actually, that would mean you wouldn't take that damage either, because I think you're pulling on Kamarian outside the boat. So just fine and Britzia. Okay, Jaeger, it is your turn.
Dude.
So,
What are you at, Britzia? You're like 1? Jesus.
I see.
You're binary.
I see that things are not going well for everyone on the ship over there, and I grow frustrated at my inability to do significant damage to this monstrosity. So I sit down and go into a meditation and start communing with the Great One. And I appeal to him with the thought that if he really wanted me to train Camarian, then he cannot die this day. And while he's at it, he may as well save everyone else too.
Your only option is to get him out and stabilize him on the deck somewhere. Or the deck. Huh? No.
You sit there. What are you guys saying?
Me?
No, they're talking about something. I just don't know what they're talking about.
No, he was explaining what just happened because we missed it. Because we were talking about how we're gonna get Fritzy out beforehand. But anyway, yeah. So, you said what just happened?
So
You just prayed to the old one.
I'm asking for divine intervention here from this god that I'm getting power from. I don't know what he can do, but it's my Hail Mary move.
Make an insight check.
Do you want to?
I am a scientist. I don't believe in God. Is this a problem? Will he be upset?
Oh, it's a 9.
Wait, for divine intervention?
9?
Red kind of
Is he
looks over
German?
at you.
That's a 6.
Red looks over at you, Jaeger, and she's like, "What are you doing? Like, this isn't the time for prayers. This is a time for action." And she like points her hand out the thing again, and she fires a firebolt at the ship again, and it hits it. And she's like, "Come on, get on!" She hits it.
It's a chopper.
Not very much damage. And she says, "Well, don't just stand there. Shoot it."
Do I still have an action?
Yeah, you just were meditating. She's looking at you crazy.
All right.
It's like,
Well, since
what
I
are you
don't hear
doing?
anything,
Some
then
time for prayer? Time for action. Shoot.
I don't hear anything back. So I'll.
Well,
get
did
back
you not
up
hear
and-
anything? I don't know. I think you heard something very specific.
Did I miss something? I heard.
Yeah, Red was like, "What are you
Oh.
doing? This isn't a time for prayer. It's
Oh.
a time for action. Shoot the damn thing."
Okay, fine. Then I'll get up and shoot it.
It's a hit. Also hex damage. So, what is that?
11.
As you do this, part of the ship looks like it spills out. It's like you're shooting into the water is what's really happening, and your magic, and it's like flying into the water, and it's searing. Bubbles are coming up in the water as it goes through. Same thing with her firebolt, and it hits this, and everyone else on the ship is just impacts, like depth charges going off. Deacon, it's your turn.
Okay. Sorry. I don't really do. I don't have many ranged things. So let's see. I can get over here with Step of the Wind at least.
Make
Or-
another
or
check
what-
for steering the boat.
Where are the ballistas?
Before you do
Okay.
anything, make a check for steering the boat.
Okay.
I'm getting some lag, sorry if I was repeating myself. That's a hit. Oh wait, what am I saying? That's a hit. You're just steering the boat. You hit the boat. So
Nice.
you maneuver the boat. You are like you're keeping on course with it. You're still some distance, but your team is still within striking range in terms of ranged attacks.
Great, that's the goal. Is there a ballista like back here in the back half of the ship?
No, it's on the front. 2 of them are on the front.
Okay, well I gotta keep driving, so I guess I'm just gonna chill here. And then no, I'm not even gonna take any healing here. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep rolling here.
All right, Kamarian, you're up. Geth, you're on deck.
Can I see the surface?
You're kind of like being pulled by this boat, but you can see the surface of the water, the glint of the
Right.
moonlight.
So the boat's diving. So let's say I misty step to the surface. Is it 30 feet to the surface?
Sure.
Cool. So I'll misty step to the surface and grab onto Gaius's rope. And then Gaius, you were holding your action to pull someone up, right? So does he
Basically,
pull
yeah,
me
just
up on
kind
that
of
same action then?
Life preserver.
Cool. Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and get pulled up to the ship with you guys.
Pull you up. Come on, get up here.
I'll put my arm up.
Oh, that's weird. It's there. You go. There you got it. You got it. That's crazy. It. We can see it in the Discord. No one on the stream can see that, but it's okay.
That's
That was funny.
fantastic.
Anyway. That was great.
Anyway. So I get pulled up and it's still very distraught. Spine's still down there. Britzia's trying to get him out, but I don't know what we can do. And then I'm assuming I also realize everyone's just kind of looking at the ship, and I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna throw a chromatic orb at it, I guess. Oh, I can't do that because that's a spell. Fuck. I can do a firebolt though. So we'll do a
There you go.
firebolt instead. Will that be able to go that far through the water?
Mm-hmm. It's magic, fool.
If a firebolt has 120 feet range,
then
will that
magic,
shoot
fool.
through the water?
Yeah, dude.
Okay, cool.
That red,
So then, yeah, let's
red
firebolt
literally
that.
just did it. Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right.
Looks like I'm touching Austin's hand here, but it doesn't.
Does a 15 hit?
It's crazy. That certainly does.
7 fire damage.
Boom.
Things just so a firebolt, a bolt of energy just in the water, bubbles coming up in the water as it burns its way through, and then catches part of the ship. Just another underneath the water. Anything else, Cam? I think that's your turn. Geth, you're up. So Kamarian has freed himself. You no longer need to help him, but around the corner is Britzia and Spine still. What do you do? Kyle, you're up.
Sorry, I muted myself. Well, a long, long time ago, I had purchased a health potion, and I can feel it tugging down my vest of many tiny pockets, and I can just feel a little bit of warmth in my heart, and so I swim down and I row it towards Spine, and it just kind of like sinks slowly towards the bottom, right? And then to Britzia, I look at her and she's half dying, and I just grab her face and I blow some air into her mouth, and then I turn around and I start running, and by that I mean frantically fishtailing myself towards the top again. That's what here I am. Cool.
All right. Spine, make a death save.
Yeah. What do I have to roll to pass it?
10. That's 2 passes.
Nice.
And I think you come to 1.
Really?
Like, I think you're just
No,
up.
he
After our
he
crit,
got health
I'm
and then went
weird.
down again. These are 2 Yeah, 2 successes. But yes,
Sir,
that would have been awesome.
Sir,
That's your turn.
Quick question.
Ritzia, it's your turn. There's a health potion on the ground.
Wait. Did I get 2 successes because I got a critical on my death save? Oh god, loud sound. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, we're trying to
Oh,
figure
that's
out
what he
the logistics of the health potion.
Like taking him underwater.
You can definitely drink a health potion underwater.
Just gonna say.
Wait, were you gonna give it to Spine, or were you drinking it?
You're okay.
I
Counts as 2 failures.
That's what
Or 2
I'm
passes.
saying. On a crit of a death save, you get 1 hit point.
Oh.
that's really good. I also give a health potion to Spine.
I actually have a health potion.
Oh,
If
I
I'm
see that
conscious,
he
I can
holds
drink
up the
it.
health potion as I'm handing him one, and I'm just like, "Oh, yeah."
I'm just
and
gonna
then
drink my own.
And then I hold on to mine, and then I go up topside.
Cheers.
Oh, you're right. It doesn't say it counts as 2 passes. It just says you gain a single
It
hit
just brings
point.
you to 1. Yeah.
Yeah,
Death
so
save
I'm at 1 hit
crit's a lot
point.
better than a death
Awake?
save one.
Is it awake?
I believe so.
I mean, it says 1 hit point. It doesn't say not unconscious. But one
Well, if I have 1 hit
point you have,
then
Spine.
I can do stuff.
You're awake.
It would just say then you
Yeah. So what happens is
no longer make death saves if it.
what happens is the potion falls to the ground, thud, and then all of a sudden you're like, just awake. You're like, what? There's a health potion nearby. Something popped you out of your
Well,
sleep.
let me get out of here.
Unconsciousness, so Spine, you are awake.
I'm just gonna
Yeah, so you have 1 hit
dash
point, so
out of
that,
here.
yeah.
I'm gonna use my action to dash to this other
Well, I don't
boat.
think
When I get there,
you get a turn when you make your death save. If you pass, it just says you get a hit point. I don't know if you get a turn afterwards. I'm sorry, semantics.
No.
Oh, no,
well,
no, I
if
thought
if
it was
is
my
your
turn to
now,
move,
then
never mind.
yes.
Well, your
yeah,
turn is
no,
when you
I'm
make
gonna
your
wait
death save
obviously
anyway.
for my turn.
So Britzia,
is-
it's your turn after Spine, and you just did your turn, right?
I
His death save was his turn, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the
Right.
whole
What I'm saying.
turn
And then
there.
Britzia
So-
went, and then Britzia grabbed the health potion and drank it and left.
Well, yeah. So was
so.
he not able to take his potion on his turn?
He
I
didn't
don't
get a
think he
turn because
needed
the,
a
the
potion.
death save
Yeah.
was his turn.
I gotcha. Can I
That's what
force
I'm
him
saying.
to drink a health potion?
You can administer a health potion. Yes, that is
I can
an
administer
action.
one. Okay. In that case, that's what I do.
So Spine, you get a health potion. The
Nice.
2 plus
do
4. Do you want
wanna
to
roll
one, or
for
no?
me or? Yeah, I'll roll.
Yeah, he's
2d4.
administering
Is it?
2d4 plus 2.
All right, 2d4 plus 2. 6.
Better
Not
than-
bad. Hey, that's a familiar number. Nice. So if I don't take
Then,
another
yeah,
6
that-
fucking
that
acid
is your
damage,
turn.
I still can't move, right? I'm still here.
Exactly. So Britzia, that was your turn. Then Gaius, you're up.
I'm doing the rope thing again, waiting for her head to pop up.
All right. Let's see if Spine goes back under. Britzia, are you above deck now? You made your way. Making my way above
I
deck?
would like to be. Can my swim speed get me up there with just an action, or just with my normal movement?
It's 15, right?
If it's 15 feet, then yeah, I'm up topside.
Well, if you're up, then rope, get back on our boat because we're doing a weird 2-boat situation here on the map.
But... Alright, let's see if Spine lives. Alright. So, as Spine, you come back to life, and you drink this health potion. The acid in the water's still digesting you, and you're trying to somehow find your way out, seeing everyone else escape. You look around, and objects, crates that are mimics are like floating in the water, just like, I'm trying to get you to like other stuff. And as you're like going around, you take acid damage. It's 7 points of acid damage.
Awesome. Back at 0.
Back to 0. Jaeger, it's your turn.
So lame.
This boat really wants its dinner.
Well, I've got my marching orders from the Great One, so I'm going to attack again. Eldritch Blast.
That's a hit.
Twelve damage.
So, Jaeger, you look over at Red, and she's, throwing firebolts, and Cam's throwing firebolts. Everyone's throwing something into the water, and you're just seeing this, and then you just feel it. You hear that conch shell kind of sound. Everything gets real quiet, and then you hear the words in Abyssal, Eldritch Blast. And it goes under the water, and a bubble of water comes from below. Slowly, you see some organic, ugly, warped form of this ship float to the surface on its side, dead. A moment goes by, blah, and then something, it like convulses and spits out a body and just starts floating to the top of the water, and you just see the lifeless corpse of Spine. Well, unconscious body of Spine, I should say, floating in the water next to a dead mimic colony. Well done. You killed this thing.
And he was,
I'm like,
and he
Spine
did.
is
I think it was all
alive?
NPCs. Oh, we got one fireball on this.
Yeah, so we
That's all
gotta
I did.
I only attacked it twice with Red. Everyone else actually attacked. All of the different mimics that you were attacking are all technically one big mimic colony.
Oh,
So you were attacking the same thing. The giveaway should have been, and you could take the battle music away. We're out of combat now. The giveaway was when when Jaeger attacked the boat and still had Hex on it. The other thing was when Red attacked the side of the boat. It's talking about it's just that it is in fact one colony of mimics.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys killed it. It's fucking
You
dead.
fucked me up.
So you recover your friend Spine. He's unconscious. Is anyone gonna? I guess you guys gotta. What do? You stabilize him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just right click on me and then click stabilize.
Yeah, right click and stabilize. All right. The ship lays there dead.
Loot it.
What do you guys want to do?
We're gonna loot the mimic,
Floating
the
in there?
mimic colony, the entire.
Mimic. All right, everyone, roll a. Oh wait,
Nice.
do I roll it? I think I roll it. Give me this. So everyone roll an investigation check. Let's do that.
Nice. When it comes to rolling for loot, I'm rolling high, of course.
You
did
guys
put a
find
death
as
save,
a collection, as a combined gold, you find 200 gold between you all, total.
Hmm.
And I need everybody to roll D100.
God damn it. A
That's
5.
200 gold divided by 8 of us.
7 players.
7.
Not red.
So
Yeah,
let's say
she ain't gonna take
210.
this.
We get 70 gold.
You want each 70 gold? Okay, cool. 70 gold each. That's the way to do it.
Nice.
Alright. Let's see some.
How many
D100.
NPC
Alright.
members do we have in our crew?
3 technically, but I usually only ever include 1 in a combat because it's like a lot to include 3 NPCs per person.
Just I'll split
they
my
don't-
I'll split my 70 with those 3. Or with the there's only 3 additional ones then, so split my 74 ways. Evenly. So
That is very generous of you, Deacon. Maybe you could split it another way. Maybe 4 ways.
you got your 70.
We are both monks. We are both
Frugal.
men of the cloth.
We only get 17 and a half.
Jaeger, as this ship is searched thoroughly, you come up with a vial, a potion, a carafe, right? A kind of a liquid inside of a jar, if you will. It's a potion of some sort. I think you have to cast Identify to know what it is.
Okay.
Does anyone know Identify? That spell?
I do not know.
Or what can you do? You could meditate on it. I don't know. Well, you find a potion. You're not sure what it does.
Just bishop or red?
Oh, I guess they would. Shit, she totally
They're
does. Okay. She looks at it. She's like, "That's a potion of mind reading." So Jaeger, you have a potion of mind reading.
Fantastic.
Can't Jaeger? Or he can't read minds. He can
I can talk to them.
speak telepathically.
Yeah.
Geth and Gaius, you both find superior potions of healing.
Oh, damn. Superior? Or greater? Superior is like 8d8 plus 8. Or 8d4
Yeah, he
plus
said
8.
superior. Why are you asking questions?
Because I'm
Jeez,
just like,
man.
are you
Fine.
sure? Jesus.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, 8d4 plus 8 healing.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
We're gonna do.
Can you like
example
take a shot
roll.
of a healing potion? Like, could we all just like gather around and take shots?
If it's one of those
Of it.
d4s,
No.
84 plus 8, you said?
yeah.
8d4 plus 8 superior healing potion. Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
you're gonna
that's
take
more
it
health
now?
than some of our party members have.
Why are you
No,
Why are you
I
taking
just
it
wanted to
out?
see.
Short rest, you gotta
No,
save
just-
that.
just
I'm
checking
just
it
drinking
out.
them.
Oh,
No,
like,
dude. Just drinking it.
No.
I just broke it. I didn't even drink this shit. I just broke it.
Fuck this. I'm gonna go take a nap.
Really funny.
We'll take it.
Everything's going according to plan.
It's fine. You find a potion of hill giant strength.
I break that shit. No, okay. What hell giants?
And who else do we have? Back.
Deacon.
And me.
That's just another one. Potion of Hill Giant Strength. So that's 2 of those. So,
Who has-
Kamarian, you have one of those as well.
Who has strength-based anything that can use it?
I was gonna
Yeah,
give
I
it to Gaius actually. for
Barbarian.
that
I would do mine,
reason.
guys, too. I don't do anything with strength.
Well, but you said that I got a potion of Hill Giant Strength.
Yeah, Kamarian got
I
one.
mean, it can
and
go to
Spine.
anyone who could use a buff in strength at some point. It doesn't need to just make the person who's already good at it better.
No,
Bro, but
man, you
your-
take
but your
it.
attacks and stuff.
You
are
take that.
strength-based, you know. I mean, if our attacks aren't strength,
You chug it. Yeah, it doesn't do anything for me either. And I don't think I would drink a Hill
Also
Giant
find-
potion to pass
Deacon,
a
you-
athletics check or something.
Deacon, you also find a superior healing potion.
Hell yeah. Take it.
And finally, Britzia, who rolled super high. Let's see what this two.
You get
Britzia,
some of
you-
those plastic vampire teeth.
They're
You-
crystal lenses. They are crystal lenses fashioned in such a way it looks like it is to be fit over your eyes. Red identifies it. While wearing them, you can see much better than normal, out to a range of 1 foot. You have advantage on intelligence investigation checks that rely on
Did you
sight
say after a range of
while
1
searching
foot?
an area or studying an object. It's 1 foot, meaning that with anything within a foot of you, you
Everyone's
get this
face.
advantage on an investigation check. So when you look at something really close,
Got it.
yeah, or when you're looking at like stuff on a
like
desk,
Coke
you're within a
bottle
foot of it. 'cause
glasses.
you're looking at it. Yeah,
Okay, so
she got
pair
straight
of
up.
reading
Yeah,
glasses.
some great.
cool.
Yeah,
Yes,
they're called the
reading
eyes of
glasses.
minute. Eyes of minute seeing. So these crystal lenses fit over the
They're
eyes. While wearing
Ray-Bans.
them, you can see much better than normal, out to a range of 1 foot. You have advantage on intelligence investigation checks that rely on sight while searching an area or studying an object within that range. So anytime
Because
I
the
ask you to
eyes
do an
of when
investigation
you
check, if you're
sing.
really close to what you're investigating, you're getting advantage on that check.
Like a dead body.
Fritzy, could I get you to read
Or-
this number off the bottom of this Apple TV? Oh, I've got this.
Yeah. This way you can tell the difference between a horse's nipple and other parts.
Oh boy.
Or
Come
trying
in
to
handy.
get the serial number from an iPad cover. I'll have the battery kit.
Probably
I don't think
Yeah.
serial
it's
number
the
off
nipple.
like
It's very
a
big.
pencil.
Not from an iPad cover.
You get when you're milking horses.
You can read all
Yikes.
serial numbers except for the Apple Pencil and the iPad keyboard. Those are the 2 things you just can't read serial numbers from.
Yeah, but tape on it.
That's the
Yeah,
worst.
there you
That's
go.
terrible.
Then you get advantage on the roll.
Okay, so that's all of the loot on the boat that you guys have found. You each got some pretty good things there, mostly strength potions and health potions, and then some Coke bottle glasses. Is that right?
Pretty good.
XP?
Right.
And some gold and some
Survive.
XP. Yeah, you get that too.
Yeah, XP.
where is it? Oh yeah, I suppose you should get that.
2
That's right.
2 XP.
Each gets
Spine feels pretty
400
grateful.
No,
you know?
450 XP.
Nice.
How much? 450?
450 XP. 450. 450.
So we're at
XP.
4750.
Well,
Yeah,
you'll all be
7 people
different now
are-
because
4,
2 people missed.
Yeah, 2 people are gonna be a little less. But yeah, like, no jokes aside, thank you guys. You guys saved my butt. Spine feels grateful, and he also didn't
Wait,
really
I
have
think it
friends
was
before,
mostly Jaeger.
so he's like, wow.
Jaeger, right? Like
Spine
everyone else
doesn't
tried to
know who
save you, like,
saved
pull
him.
you out. Yeah.
Yeah,
We should ask. I mean, because if we're
It
all
was
wrong, then
a
it should
group
be fine.
effort. Kamarian tried it, Britzia, everybody just kind of helped out, and I don't know who actually saved me because at the end I just got spat out, and I was like, I'm just glad not to be left on that boat.
Not to be digested.
Having friends for the first time. Yeah,
Albie, we have
I never was
dispute on
like a loyal character.
experience we
so-
have. I said that we're having a little dispute on our end about how much experience we have. Austin and I are both at 4750, but David actually has more. He's at 5050. So I'm wondering if that maybe I didn't or Austin didn't add the experience one of the sessions that we've played. Is anyone else?
I'm at 47.
Where are you guys
I'm at 4750 also.
And did you guys miss a session at all?
No.
I didn't.
I haven't either.
Oh,
Just
Is everybody
37.
I think I did.
independently
Yeah.
calculating their own EXP?
Yeah, we all get our own.
Yeah.
We all have gotten our own separately because like some people missed sessions, so they didn't get that session XP.
Well, there's only been one session to miss in this campaign, I think.
Right,
Yeah,
and
it
those
was-
people had what? They had like a rest or
So,
something this time. Didn't they
previous-
get some kind of...
Previous session, I ended with 3,300 XP total.
Yeah, we got
Yes,
fat
okay,
XP.
you're the one.
And then I
You got
missed this
more.
session, and then this is the next session. And I just got 450 XP more. So now I'm at 3,800 or 3,750 XP total. I don't know if that helps at all, or just makes things more confusing. But
No, I'm literally going through my notes, tallying up everything for people who have been here every session, and it is 47.
Albie's talking, but he's also muted. I just saw his mouth moving, and I couldn't hear him.
I would take
That's
both
amazing.
of them.
Thanks.
So if you haven't missed a session, you should be at 4750.
Right. Otherwise, you're at 3750 because the difference in the XP that was given was on the one session when you got 1,000 XP. So
Yes.
that math adds up.
Cool.
be-
That's what I thought. All right, guys.
Okay, I think that does it for the session. Thanks for playing, and you got some magic items. I guess they're consumables, so that's cool. But
Oh, I'm sure we'll use them.
anyone who was watching, thanks for watching, because that's always long, 3 hours of D&D. And we love you
Also, I
for
didn't
watching.
wanna interrupt
What do
and-
they say? We love you very much.
Don't forget to love each other.
Right?
Creepy and a crime.
And
Yikes. Okay, I'm gonna roll the credits. Everyone, thanks for watching. We love you.
Horse come!